Hello there. You might be wondering why my camera's turned off, and I felt like we should start this game with something a little bit more relaxing. We've had some problems, some technical difficulties, if you will, and it looks like we were raided. We were raided by someone, a half-dragon, with the last part of their name that says AP. I don't know how I can read that. I'm from Wyoming. I don't know how to read, but enough about me. I want to take you on a little journey of your senses. Everybody in the chat, just take a moment, turn up the sound, and close your eyes. Imagine you're in a hospital. There's a leaky faucet. It's dropping water all over the ground. And in the distance, you can hear something groaning. Something letting out a tiny bit of rage. That might be a clue for where our party needs to go this evening. And frankly, thank you for letting me insult your eardrums. I love you. Your trash daddy's proud. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to another wonderful stream. Another delightful evening where I get to be your host. Your trash daddy. Kings of Dirt. A weird name. I'm not going to explain it. Let's bring in our players. We have a full house tonight.
Hey guys.
Everyone has come back.
Wait, can I just say
Yay.
like my Cranky Steaks comment going, why is Trash Daddy describing my bedroom?
Cranky Snake, that's why I always visit you while you're sleeping. You have the greatest wall coverings. I love it. Decor on point. Mwah. Perfect.
Very feng shui.
Very feng shui. All right, kids. Let's start this off a little bit different. So throughout the week, I've been visiting our players' streams, as well as them in their private lives, whether they knew I was there or not. We're not going to get into that. And I've been asking them very important questions, and their answers have been rewarded. And sometimes their lack of an answer quickly has resulted in punishments that'll happen tonight.
What? That's me.
This isn't about you, Alice. Don't talk back to me. Lucy.
Sorry, Daddy.
Wendy, you would consider yourself very good at creating characters, correct? Like you enjoy TTRPGs, you like entertaining people, a good story really gets you going. Would you say that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Now, there's an ongoing
Does that mean you have to make a new
war.
one tonight?
No, not
You
at
did?
all. That's a good idea, though.
No!
The first person to answer a question wrong tonight takes one harm. That's the game we're going to be playing. Anyways, Lucy,
No.
I'm going to guide you. I'm fair to a point, and I only cheat a little bit. Now, one of the jokes at Wasteland is not Waterworld. And Wasteland can be described as an amalgamation of desert pirates. Now, I think pirate's a very dirty word. I think there are certain words in the language that might lure you towards something, potentially your demise. I think we called them sirens. They have like a song they like to sing, which brings me to my question. Wendy. Kings of Dirt or not Waterworld? Which game is your favorite?
I mean, I think the two is so unrelated. One has water and the other one doesn't even know what that is. I don't really think it's fair to compare the two.
Really? That's fair. Somebody else had that type of an answer, dragged out for a while. Definitely wouldn't affect what's going on tonight. I'll ask you again, Lucy. You have one more chance.
Is it the yes,
You prefer
or
Saturday
no
night
answer?
or Sunday night? Which one do you prefer, Saturday night or Sunday night?
Just so Lucy doesn't take a harm, she's going to say Saturday night.
I'm not the game. That's fine. You can lie to me. Somebody clip it that she said Saturday night. Lucy, you take 50 XP and no harms. All right, moving on.
How many? How many XP?
50 XP. 50. You got 50.
50.
Look at you, growing in the world.
50.
Ah, perfect. Delightful.
I love you.
All right, we're going to play a little game of What Do You Remember? Now, normally in a game, when you say, what do you remember, the GM uses that as a way to remember parts of their own story if they've forgotten things. But in this case, we had somebody missing. Pinch. He's back with the group. I want the rest of the group to describe what it is that they remember has happened. Maybe sneak some details in there. Maybe I won't notice. I'm really bad at reading my own notes. So, what do you remember?
So how are we doing this? Do you go first? Do I go first?
Pinch was naked in the back seat of the car.
We can go at the same time.
We all can go at the same time. Well,
so I remember that one.
Yeah, Pinch was
stop
naked in the
cutting
back
off
seat of the car.
Right?
Naked,
He was
like
naked.
you said.
Pinch,
Well, that's all it was.
Pinch, all your armor is gone. Take it off your character sheet.
Do we have to?
Let's
Oh,
continue
okay.
the story. I mean, you
Pasties,
can.
Pasties Pinch.
Yeah. What else?
All my armor's gone. Damn.
Well, we had gone back to the. We were on our way to find Pinch. We loaded up the car we fixed up the car that I had found in the wastes. We also had a buggy. I didn't sleep a lot. The ladies got fixed up. We went after Pinch. Saw a big rig and a buggy take off from the pound. We went back there. They were fortified. Went after them, and essentially we had Mitzi Mayhem in the same car as Malice Alice, while myself, Lucy, and Maul trying to shoot the shite out of a car, and we were able to save my buddy Pinch. And yeah, that's about it. And yes, and again, he was naked in the back seat the whole time.
Yep. Mitzi was
for some
bashing
reason.
windows to get you out. We got
Yeah,
you out
we
into
do-
my car.
Now,
Don't know
Adam,
why
you
you
brought up your
don't know why
car.
he was naked.
Was there anything special about it that you remember that I might have forgotten about?
My car or the one that the name of it, yeah, it's called the Socket Rocket.
You just had a chance to put a free weapon on the car, and you named it the Socket Rocket. There we go.
Perfect.
Moving on. Dustin, what do you remember? Oh, precious Maul.
oh, well, you see, Maul was very gung-ho about going after Pinch, you know? He was one of the ones that, led the charge, and,
This doesn't sound accurate at all.
well, that
No,
would be...
I
you would be-
remember.
Yeah,
Part
yeah,
of the
of
story,
course.
which is why you gain the trait Meat Shield, which means you have the urge to put yourself in harm's way whenever your best friend Pinch is going to get injured. I like that trait. Put Meat Shield on there. You definitely earned it from the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Please continue with what you remember.
I like this.
But then, of course, because, Maul was in that battle as well. He was chucking those bomb spears at the car that Pinch happened to be in,
Naked.
but they were very precisely aimed. He was aiming for the tires. Not everyone hit exactly where they were supposed to, but, it's throwing from the wrong side of a car to an opposite side of a car in a moving car at another moving car is a little difficult. How the hell did we get him out?
Why
I
am
have no
naked?
I
idea.
cut over to
We
Wendy.
did.
But then, of course,
did you guys
but-
get him
but-
out? He's naked in the
Yeah,
back.
because then we went over and saved the cuddle bucket.
Can we
Oh,
can
right.
we stop looking over the naked part? I would like to know why I am.
I
We
don't
want to know
remember
why.
This part of the story. They
I think
told
that's-
me this is what happened.
That's the question only you can answer, Pinch.
What?
We'll come back to that in a moment. Wendy, what do you remember?
She remembers meeting the I don't know if I would use effervescent to describe her. But when Lucy looked at her, she had sparks around her, and she couldn't take her eyes off her, and that is one Mitzi. So she didn't really get a chance to talk to her because their friend is also have been kidnapped, and that was sort of her priority to go and get. So much so that she kind of got into it with Mitzi, saying that, you know what, we'll get to your vehicle when we get to our friend. So he comes.
It's
first,
weird how
the
love
party and
works
die.
when you're a kid in elementary school and you really like someone and you just start picking fights with
Circle,
them.
yes.
Some might call that cute.
Circle, no.
Circle yes or no.
I did that
Yeah.
once.
So-
Anything else you remember? Was there anything that you did?
Let's
Anything you found?
see. I wrote down in big. Apparently, it was really important, but I don't know why because they're in capital letters. But codeine is what I wrote down, but I don't know why I wrote that.
Ooh,
Codeine?
would be good to remember.
Codeine.
I don't take notes, so I don't remember either. Maybe you have an addiction.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just important to you. Maybe you have.
Maybe I
something you
found
want to
some off
find.
of that one of the dudes that we were.
Oh, the doctor. The doctor.
The
The
doctor.
codeine was
Yeah,
what the
that's
doctor
right.
gave us for the both of us.
That's
Yeah,
Right.
because he was hurting.
Painkillers.
codeine.
Now pinch. You and I talked a little bit about what happened, but apparently it got way weirder than what I remember from our
Yeah.
conversation.
Way weird. Like, I was doing really well. Like,
You're in the back of this car, and you see Mitzi just beating like the absolute crap out of the windows, and like you feel Dr. Fracture pick you up, and you have a dream you've had before where you're standing in front of a room naked, presenting. And you remember being thrown from the back of a vehicle and grabbed and picked up. As you come to your senses, for some reason you're still naked. Is there anything else that you remember?
what?
As you were traveling with the group back to the junkyard, is there anything else that you remember that might have happened on your way back to the junkyard as your friend saved you?
I remember I had to make a very important call to a particular person that I would not like to name, but I do say that I would not like to name.
Okay.
That group that you guys saved me from, they were breaking off from another group, and they wanted to team up and go to war and all this. Anyway, I don't remember too much. I got hit in the head. Why am I naked? Anybody have my clothes? That would be nice.
You have 30 seconds to fix this problem you found yourself in. Is there anything
Hands
else?
over my
bag.
crotch. I don't know.
All right. Instead of wishing for your armor back, your hands are over your crotch. Back to the story, folks. You
My
guys are
clothes
all at the junkyard.
But he's hurt,
Pinch
isn't
is-
he? I thought Pinch was hurt
No.
as well.
No,
No, just
Mitch is
naked. Just
fine.
my pride.
Not
Pinch
even
is like-
from ramming the
Only
back
my
of the
pride.
car and bashing the window. I thought he got hurt.
He passed all of his resistance rolls. I was fucking with you. Because I'm a good storyteller. He rolled
as
all
I
of
know.
his stuff beforehand. I took all of his rolls for him, put everything out. And your observations were terrible. So he hasn't
That's
taken
not
any
my
harm. He's
fault.
got vigor
It's
damage.
too much dirt in the air.
He's got vigor damage. He's sitting at like 3 vigor left, but he hasn't taken any harm yet.
Okay.
And he's naked. So you guys are at the
Yeah.
junkyard. Mitzi has taken off. The Slow Tuesdays have picked up the cuddle bucket and have headed back out into the waste. And you hear this gruff noise coming from the back of the junkyard. And you see a mechanic that you guys recognized from the prison. And you see the long haulage officer walk towards the back and unchain him as he starts gathering his tools. What do you guys do?
Can we make some type of observation to see if he's human or if he's acting like he's been infected with the virus?
Roll an observation for me.
Okay.
Does anybody have any pants I could borrow?
Oh, look, I randomly found a duffel bag, and look, there's clothes inside of it for you, bud. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
One.
Fantastic.
1 success. That was an 8.
Perfect. Excuse me, sockets? We are past that point in the game? You did this to him. You sit with your consequences. Alice, as you're like watching him move, he's human. He looks pretty beaten up.
Okay.
But you get the feeling that this is his place. And with what you saw with the Skinners, it looks like that group had basically taken the prisoners from over in the kennels, brought them over here, and took over the junkyard.
Oh.
It's kind of the vibe you're getting.
Right. Do we see anyone else in here?
Just the long haulage officer and then the mechanic. They're all talking to each other. You see the long haulage guy starts looking around at you guys. Calls
Oh, so
over
he
to
sees
you.
us.
Yeah. You guys were fighting with him. So he just ran in to the back.
Got it.
Maul's going to kind of walk over to Pinch and be like, if you want, there's a guy over there that has his head bashed in. The clothes should be intact, but I don't think he really got shot anywhere else, so you won't have any holy clothes. You know,
Thank
beggars
you.
can't
And
be choosers.
I'd like to take my hands from my crotch and just like put them on Maul's shoulders. Like, thank you so
But
much.
as
buddy.
he lifts his hand up,
Can I
Maul's
walk
like, it's okay. He does like the big wide, clearing the space of you, like sight, wax on, wax off kind of thing.
I got it.
And he's like, that's okay. Don't touch
That's
me.
okay.
I've seen where those hands have been. There's
I
some
need you to
clothes for you.
roll,
Don't make me regret helping you out here.
Maul, can you go ahead and
I-
roll a discipline for me real quick? Adam,
A
go
discipline.
ahead. Yeah. Under willpower.
All right, discipline. Let's do this. No, some 2D20.
It's really windy.
Adam, go ahead.
Well, oh,
What were you doing,
Oh,
I want to go over to like the like as like he's walking over to Pinch. I'll walk over to Pinch as well too. Helping him just kind of pull stuff off and they're like, hey, everything all right from that car? You were pretty banged up, and it's good to see you, bud.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Hey, real quick
Yeah.
though, don't tell anyone else. I had to call my grandmother, and I know, she's a big to-do, and she may know where I am. So if any reason I get kidnapped, it's probably just because I got grounded for a little while. It's no big deal. I'll find you guys later. Anyway, you want to help me with these shoes? And I start taking the shoes back.
Yeah. And Socket's like, he goes, yeah, and like sticks his hand like on his shoulder and just kind of squeezes it a little bit, and he like looks at Pinch too, and he goes, I'm glad you're okay. I want you to
Thanks.
know next time you get taken, I'm gonna let him eat you. Don't let it happen again.
But I didn't let they had understandable. I
I'm
guess.
totally fucking with you, and just crack him on the shoulder.
Okay,
I'm glad,
hurts a lot.
glad
Thank
you're
you.
okay.
You can cuss.
Cover up your junk. You're making me feel insecure. Here's
I'm
some pants.
trying to
Toss the
help me
pants to
with
him.
the shoe. Thank you. I put
Pinch,
clothes
go
on.
ahead and roll a trafficking for me real quick.
Okay.
As you're scavenging for stuff.
In this game, that 20 is great, right? Right? I want to look at the camera. So
You know what?
one success, one catastrophic failure.
So you find a jacket, you put it on. It's one armor for your shoulders and your chest. Everything else is just normal clothing. And it's got like this big patch on the back of it, this big patch, and you see this doctor-like figure, like the silhouette of a doctor holding a guitar with the words Dr. Fracture written across the top of it. And you immediately recognize this must have been one of his personal guard. But with that critical failure, you're going to get a new trait.
Oh, fantastic.
Dr. Fracture kidnapped you,
Yep.
but he was really cool.
He was really
You get
cool.
the trait Stockholm.
What is
And
that?
Okay.
where you get- You'll see when we get to that point in the game.
Oh no!
He was really, really cool. He didn't hurt
He was a
you.
great guy.
Yeah, he like held you up in all your glory, the perfection that you are, in front of
It's
your
gotta hurt
friends.
him.
Miss this guy. All right, put my clothes on.
There you go. You got clothes, you got armor on your shoulders, you got the rest of your gear.
Fantastic. Does anyone have my hat? Did anyone pick up my hat? I left a message underneath it because I knew my friends would see it and get it.
Right.
No one had.
Hate to break it to you, buddy, you might want to think about a new hat. I think the old one may not be as sanitary as you have left it.
Oh,
You know,
no one
there's
has my hat.
someone else is wearing it.
That was signed by Kiefer Sutherland. It came from the Musketeers set.
The Musketeers.
Oh! Yeah, the idea.
Pinch.
Okay, fine. It's fine.
Pinch, I need you to roll me a discipline roll, real quick.
I'm totally. Ooh, and that
You
one.
guys
All
gotta see
right,
this
hell
next
yeah.
one in action. Awesome, you passed it. You're reminded of your hat being on the front of that war machine. The rig that the body that they had strapped to the very front of their war rig, heading towards the refiners. But with a natural one, which is 2 successes, you're actually kind of mad about it. You feel less that this person that was your friend and protected you and like gave you a ride through the desert. You feel less that he did it out of the goodness of his heart. He might. You get a little bit of an urge. The guy might be a dick. You succeed.
Yeah, he's
You're
cool, but
slowly
kind of a
getting rid
dick.
of that trait.
It's kind of like already, man. It's like really working through this real quick.
There we go.
Right.
Rest of you
Okay.
guys.
Maul is taking express care to kind of stay out of the notice. Try not to be noticed by the guy who's associated with the law.
Okay.
Trying to keep it just he's not being like too obvious, but as long as he's just trying to like not be recognizable as much as he can.
Okay.
And he's gonna go
See the
start
officer
looking
looks
around
around
and
a
see if he
little
can
bit.
find anything.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a trafficking for me as you're looking around.
Ooh, one. I needed to roll under an 8. I had a 9 and a 5, so 1 success.
You start finding scrap that could be used to repair your maul. You're able to find some actual weights, some steel weights that can be melted down. And you're getting the feeling that if you have time, you might be able to remelt this down and build a better weapon. Lucy, what are you up to?
Am I aware that this area it's clear to go inside?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys
Okay.
took care of the problem pretty efficiently.
Okay. So Lucy's going to make her way in, and upon walking in, would she have seen all the other vehicles?
Yeah. I mean,
That
they're
are in
out
there?
there. It looks like some of them have been torn apart. Some of them are being repaired. On the right hand, though, you see one vehicle that is very out of place. Go ahead and roll either a lore if you want to. You can roll trafficking. You do you, boo.
I will go with trafficking. I need to do an 8 or under. Oh, that dice just went on the floor, so I guess I'm not rolling that one. Oh, I rolled 1 8 and 1 13, so 1 success.
Good to know. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. Diana, what are you doing?
I would just be like watching the two of them having a conversation, the mechanic and the other guy. Just seeing if anything is weird.
So,
Just kind of a lookout.
Lucy, you're looking at that vehicle that's on the right, and there's a lot of skulls that are on it. The paint's pretty torn up as though there were hands grasping at it and dragging into it. And with the time that you spent working as a spy, you realize that is a Malfini vehicle. And it was uncommon that a Malfini vehicle would be this far out.
Can I go up to inspect it?
Yeah. Tell me what you're gonna roll for. Like, what are you trying to figure out?
I would like to roll observation, perhaps. I want to see if I could tell if it was in running order, if there's
So it'd
anything
be
in it, if
engineering.
the doors are locked. Engineering, okay.
Engineering is what you want to use for that. The DC's low for engineering, the
Jesus
DC's higher
Christ.
for observation.
Okay. Engineering, where are you? I need it again with an 8. Oh, that's an 18, so that's a no good. The other one, 15. Both failed.
As you try to pull the doors are locked. You can't really get the hood up. It looks like it's been like reinforced all the way around the car. Seems like there's a trick to open up the car to actually get inside.
Okay.
Diane.
Real quick, who else is in there with me?
So you can see, if you guys were looking around for stuff, you would all be up in here. Maul is slinking around the corner. Sockets is over here. If you're within earshot, you're probably over there. If you're by the vehicle, you would be right there.
Okay. What about the figure that's next to the other two cars?
Those two guys, they're chatting. You see that long haulage officer that had traveled with you guys in and was firing with you guys against the Indignants. And you see him actually unchain. Well, you wouldn't see him unchain yet because you went to the car. You see them talking almost in a friendly manner. That we're going to cut to Malice real quick. Malice, since you're standing there, you actually, as you beelined over there, you see the long haulage officer run over to the mechanic. Not even really scoping the rest of you guys out. He undoes his chains. Helps him get off the ground. And they start chatting. You overhear them talk about Officer Richard Bronson. You hear the name. You hear the long haulage officer call this guy Mick. You hear Mick, which you guys would recognize from the prison itself, refer to the officer as Officer Halsgard.
Houseguard?
Halsgard.
Hellsguard.
Halsgard. Hallsguard.
Sorry.
There's a reason he has a name like that.
Do I recognize that name?
You do not.
Okay, great.
So
Mr. Richard.
they're almost talking in a friendly manner. And you hear Mick says, "Where's James? He was supposed to be riding in with you. Where's he at?" And you see Halsgard put his hand on Mick's shoulder and just shake his head. At that point, Mick turns and looks at you guys. He's like, "Thanks for saving us. I mean, you could have gotten me out of the prison originally. Y'all jumped into the hole." He's going to walk up to you guys. What are you guys doing? Are you going to speak with him? Are you hiding yourselves? Are you searching for stuff? Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask him, who's James? Is he like a friend of yours?
Are your hands covered still,
Yes.
Alice?
Mm-hmm.
Mick's gonna look at you kind of quizzically, and then you see Halsgard look you over and start to step forward, almost kind of aggressively. Mick puts his hands on his shoulders like, "They're fine, they were in the prison camp too." James is my cousin. It's Halsgard's partner. They were supposed to drive out here. We work on cars for them. They're supposed to help get us out of the prison, try to stop what the refiners were doing. James isn't here, and you see Halsgard looks at me. He's like, his rig's out in the desert. He got hit on the way in. I tried to get here sooner. It's taken me 3 days on foot to get over here.
Sorry.
Mick kind of just stares off in the distance a bit.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Desert loses a lot of people sometimes.
Real awkward.
Yeah, it's not a... If I could have got out sooner, it might have helped, but... What can you do?
Yeah.
What are you guys here for? What brought you... I didn't expect to see you guys in the prison. Definitely didn't expect you all to come back to the junkyard.
Came here for Cuddle Bucket.
Oh, yeah. And Mitsu was... I've seen that before when I was in Vegas. I was surprised the Indignants got a hold of it. Glad you guys got it out.
Oh yeah, she was bound and determined to get that no matter what, regardless of what she had to do. My goodness. But, yeah, I mean that's what really brought us up here. I mean, we're trying to help. What was it? There's a satellite over at Raven's Post we said we'd try to fix, and I guess some of the best gear we'd probably be able to find down at the hospital. But do you know anything going on down that way? No.
It's I heard a lot from the Indignants. I know that medical research center has pretty much been untouched, and for good reason. It is full of revenants.
Of course it is.
He actually points over to where Lucy's at, next to the Malfini car. He's like, Indignants pulled that car in, and normally, I mean, they'll scrap cars right away. They were almost treating that car with reverence. And the second anybody tried, even when I went to try to fix it to try to get a chance to escape out of here, Dr. Fracture, whatever the hell his name is, I have never seen someone turn so quick. Ever. There was
Yeah, he's a real cool guy. Yeah.
Just gonna look at you. I
Kind of a
mean,
dick though. Kind of a dick, though.
yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Kind of a real dick. Cool guy though.
Their hospital itself has got a lot of medical supplies. It's got a lot of revenants. And I think there's something big that was down there. I mean, I've been out here for 30-some years, and I remember when they first started dragging people out here to work on them. The amount of bodies that gone in are not the same as the amount of bodies that came out. And that whole canyon, I mean, it's... You can always hear this just... It's like wind through the chimes. And Alice, you would know immediately, because you just see like the color drain from his face. That when there's a bunch of revenants together, and the wind passes through their body, or they use what's left of their lungs to scream, it's terrifying. And it's the main reason that NOS exists for the Malfini, to counteract that. It's like, if you're looking for stuff to fix a satellite up at Raven's Post, like there's probably something down there. I mean, stuff's been untouched for years. I mean, even most of the Skinners won't even go after it. Fracture is the first person I've seen go out there. But I mean, those scars that he has on his hands, I don't think he's been a Skinner for long. He knew way too much about that research center.
Oh, it seems like a good opportunity for us to maybe go down, pick some stuff up, without obviously getting eaten by any revenants. We want to try to fix up that satellite. But,
I agree.
Is there, I mean, the rest of the group, what do you all think? Yeah? I mean, do we still want to go with that? Do we want to get the fuck out of Dodge as well, too? I mean, we're all trapped out in these wastes anyway. What?
Well, Maul is staying around the outside of this wall, making sure that he is not seen. Kind of like trying to make it look like he's just kind of scavenging for parts.
Roll a stealth for me.
My stealth sounds like fun. My stealth is a 9. Come on, lower the 9s. Good, that's a nat 1. Our 19s, critical failure?
Let's find out.
Oh no.
Ooh, lucky boy. No, you're good.
Woo!
Nobody's noticed.
Thank God.
You are like rather than going through the shop, looking for things that you could use to resupply, you are like actively picking through dirt and scrap, like just almost buried. It's like the mountain of trash becomes you.
Just kind of.
As you're perfectly staying out of his eye line every time he starts walking around, kind of scouting the area.
Do I happen to find, like, say, any kind of mask or hood or cowl or some kind of, heck, even like a cloth or something that I can kind of cover my, because I have my helmet. Maybe
Are you
something
trying to be
that I can.
stealthy, or are you focusing more on finding stuff?
Well, oh no, I'm hiding, but while I'm kind of looking around for stuff, do I happen to find anything that might kind of fit to kind of cover my face?
Yeah.
If
yeah, of course.
if it's gonna sacrifice my stealthiness,
trafficking for me.
then A what?
Scroll trafficking.
Trafficking. 2 19s?
You find, like, as you're like digging around, there's like, you reach in, and there's like this bag there, and it's got some like stains and stuff on it, like this paper bag. It's got some weird, like, you feel like you could just fit your head in it, and when you need it out, you can just pull it out. It's got this weird faint smell of like fast food. It's a big paper bag. It's got some grease marks where the eyes could be. It's got this weird. It's weird that something like this would still carry that smell for how long it's been out here. You just get it in, get it out.
How
McDonald's
am
French
I?
fries.
How desperate am I to hide my face? Oh, thank God it was Tails. Okay, no, not that desperate. He's just going to keep his head down and stay behind the wall.
Okay. You throw the in and out bag on the ground.
Ugh.
Sad.
In and out.
Ugh.
Alright. You you guys see.
Go
as you're
ahead,
looking
Pinch.
out-
Were you gonna say something? No. Oh.
Oh, I didn't know I was. No, I was gonna say.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry.
I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no, sorry.
Sorry about that.
You guys see the clouds slowly getting darker. The wind starts to kind of howl through the junkyard itself. You see, Pinch, are you inside the junkyard or are you out walking around with Mom?
I'm walking around.
Okay. Make an observation roll for me real quick.
Fantastic. 2 successes.
A shrill voice comes out from the radio that you had used earlier.
Yep.
And you just feel cold down your spine as you recognize the call sign of your grandmother.
Anybody? I look around to see if anybody else heard it. No.
I mean,
I
there's
want
just
to
static, there's
answer.
stuff going through the radio. The volume's turned kind of low, but you have such a connection with her. You know when you're in trouble. Are you gonna go to the radio to try to speak with her?
Yeah,
or what are you
I'm gonna speak to her, and I want to try to do it as sly as I can without notifying anyone.
Okay.
So once I go to the radio, I just want to lean in, going, "Hey, Mima, how's it going?"
Pinch. Pinch. Where
Yes,
are
yes,
you?
ma'am.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just out and about. Hey, thanks for the help. I really appreciated it. I know you're in the middle of a war and you're leading an army, but hey, could you just just chalk that up to an IOU?
Are you in
later?
Vegas like we talked about? Are you still there with that nice sockets boy on that bachelor party?
In a way, yes. Yes, we are.
Roll a persuasion for me.
Oh,
Don't
excellent.
mess it up.
Fantastic. I immediately drop it.
He's nervous.
3 successes.
Oh.
I'm glad you're staying in Vegas, Pinch. We had runners down by Mexico, and the war out here is not going to be a big problem in a few weeks. Just make sure you
Oh, yeah?
avoid New Mexico.
Avoid New Mexico. Okay. Say, just just like a little coinky dink. Could you tell me how to get out of New Mexico fastest as possible, please? I love you.
I mean, if you had a gyrocopter, you could just fly yourself right over. But I mean, you wouldn't get to take sockets with you, and
Gyrocopter.
I love that sockets boy.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
I mean, there's not really a fast way out. There's a lot of people there. I mean, if you, a lot of those scavengers out there, you could always just make sure whatever's in there is chasing them instead of you. Otherwise, you're going to need a lot of water and fuel to get across that desert. That's why people don't go down to the Barrens. But you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
You're in Vegas. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Mandalay Bay, baby.
I was talking to the radio operator early. Mr. McStank. He
Mr.
was saying
McStank.
you had some trouble. We needed to send someone down to Nevada or to New Mexico. That wouldn't be something you're tied up in, is it?
No, I'm not tied up. No, I'm barely
Persuasion
dressed.
for me.
Can I? Okay, I don't. I'm gonna take a photo because I don't want people to think I'm a liar. I rolled 2 natural ones.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Let's
You're
see.
gonna have an
Along
option
with
here.
the fact that persuade is my stat already.
She's going to have her reaction.
Oh, yeah.
With those 2 critical successes, you are going to have a chance to make an additional roll later on. She's like, the cranky snake must have crossed the signals again. I'm going to take him off the radio. He's going into the pits. Next time I see him, he's going to the pits. And you would know that the pits are at the base of Splash Mountain. And that's where they started putting most of their vehicles in the underground area of that. And it is one of the worst jobs to have.
You know what? McStanky, he's just a silly old fool. But like, hey, he's practically family. Why don't you give him one more shot? Please.
Just because you're asking. Well,
Thank
either
you,
way, that
Randy.
group that you asked for to meet you up in, I'm guessing, is Las Vegas. They're on their way. They've got guns and everything. They'll be there in. It's going to take a little bit of time. We had to pull some from the front lines. They're not our best. But you know your
Oh
uncle.
no.
Yeah, you know your uncle. Moon Spiders will be
Yeah.
there soon.
That's great. And I kind of want to
Unless
muffle
I
to the
ban
side.
And you know that it'll take about a week for her to send whatever war party that they're sending up that way.
no.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mima. Bye.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love
Turn
you.
that off.
Static.
I'd like to just kind of breathe through my anxiety attack by the radio.
Roll a discipline for me under willpower. This went really well for you.
So I rolled a natural 20, and I have I rolled a 9, so it's under my thing, and I have a 2 experiences. So is that 3 successes with a fallout? What's going on there?
Roll d6 for me.
Okay, thank you. It's a 5.
You take 5 nerve damage as you lie to your grandmother and you have your panic attack, knowing that there is a war party
What?
heading out to
I
Vegas.
just want to lay down in a ball next to the radio.
Oh my gosh.
You don't take a trauma for that.
Wow.
This is more for flavor. Don't worry about taking
It's
a
I'm
harsh
just
flavor.
curious what happens. What happens when you take all the nerve damage that you can take?
It's just like Vigor. Every 5 damage that you normally
Okay.
take without any kind of a soak, if it's not for RP purposes, it'll cause a trauma. If you take 5 trauma, you go crazy. And I've got the greatest table for your guys' trauma based on your traits, your background, your stories you gave me,
Great.
for how you're going to interact with the world. It's beautiful.
Great.
Well, all that is
Anybody
happening outside by the radio. Lucy is a little annoyed that she can't get in the car, so she's gonna try to talk to these 2 guys, and ask if they have any spare fuel that we can take back with us.
Mick kind of looks you over. We're out. That's why they sent that rig out with the prisoners to refuel. I mean, you've got enough we can top off your cars, but you hear him knock the tank behind him at the back of the thing. You just hear a dull kind of ringing throughout all of it. It's like they went out to the refiners to try to pick up more fuel. I don't know when they're coming back. And frankly, I'm going to be leaving.
So then who's staying here
Not me.
if you leave?
Those guys
And all
aren't
these
dead.
vehicles?
The kennels are still taking over. I mean, 2 of these cars. He looks at you. That black contraption of death over there. You take it.
Yeah.
You touch any of these cars, I swear,
What?
I will do worse to you than the Pharaohs would. These are my babies. I just got this back from the Skinners. We're moving these other 2 cars out. And you see like this big rusted truck that's like up on stands with no wheels. And you see this like hot rod that he pulls the tarp off of as he gets in and starts to start it up right in the middle. And you see Halsgard walk over to the SUV in the back corner. So you can take that black vehicle. These are mine. Maybe if I was out of the prison, I could be like tempted to help you guys out. Any scrap that's left over, you guys can have it. I'm done. I'm going back to Vegas. There's a war coming. I'm not going to be a part of it.
All right. You're just a little high strung. All I asked is, why are you leaving, and who's gonna take care of these vehicles? I didn't say anything about taking them, so you can dial that paranoia down just a notch, okay? Chad. I'm gonna stick my head out. Chad.
You're muted, Adam.
Yeah. Lozano, what you need?
What are you doing?
Well, Sockets has actually been walking around, gathering up like some of the ammo from those guys we were fighting, and picks up that one sniper rifle and walks over to Lucy. Says, "Oh, getting you a present." Tosses her the sniper rifle.
Look it over. All right, like that.
Roll a wild tech for me.
I do, or Chad?
Yep. I mean, whoever's looking
And,
at the car, roll a wild tech.
Trash Daddy, increase your mic just a little bit too. I think you're a little quiet on stream.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
so much better.
Perfect. Roll a wild tech for me. What'd you get?
2 nat 1s.
Oh, two one.
I would take a picture and put it online, but they say the F word. So
I put a bomb on this gun,
On.
specifically if anybody else tried to use it, so it would explode. I don't have anything I want to throw right now to show the amount of rage that I'm having. I'm gonna need a moment.
I'm gonna text this to the group.
Eat some fire.
Wow. There you go.
You guys talk amongst yourself. I need a second. Do your RP bullshit.
Calm your soul. Hey,
God damn it,
Chad.
Terrence, you dick!
We all hear this. Hello?
What is that upon the?
You
what is that
have
upon the wind. I hear.
What?
God. All right.
Someone's
you hit what
talking.
you needed to have it. You have the precursor to a railgun.
Whoa.
What
This
the?
vehicle, this, as you're picking this up, like as you're picking the gun up, it looks like it's missing something. Mainly the 2 car batteries that it was attached to it that the other guy was using to brace every action. And as you look around, you find them. This is a very heavy sniper rifle. It has got a weight of 5 if the car batteries are with it.
Whee.
You have to roll wild tech to shoot with it. It does 7d6, has a range of medium and long.
Whoa.
You don't get to use your range bonus, but
Okay.
it has anti-material. It has piercing 1. And it has incinerary 1, as it cauterizes whatever it shoots.
Oh. I
There is
revenants.
1 reload for that gun.
Oh.
The gun
How
is
many reloads?
considered 1.
Okay.
As you're looking around, you're seeing these custom-built. They're not quite. Normally, a bullet has like gunpowder in it. These are just like straight pieces of metal that have been formed into what almost looks like a crossbow bolt. This gun is unwieldy, meaning that you have to use 2 hands. If you're not using the brace action as a minor action to shoot, the difficulty is increased by 1 to fire it. It is a very complicated weapon. It is very powerful. And I hate you.
Okay, so maybe I don't toss her the rifle. I just like walk up and hoof it in her hands. Then I didn't think it was that big. That's great.
She'll look it over and she'll strap it to her back carefully, and she will sock it in and give him a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
For the gun, and she says, "Hey, help me figure out this vehicle here. The guys here, obviously the rest of this is theirs, but they say we can have this if we want it. I don't know if it's bad omen to own a vehicle like this one, or if you want to try to infiltrate. This would be good, but I couldn't get into it."
Oh, and that's the black vehicle you're standing up next to, right? All right. Let me try see if I can open it too with my brute strength. I'll walk over and I'll try to open the car.
Alice, are you gonna help him at all, or are you just watch him do this? You know how to get it.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna watch and see if they struggle, and then kind of like, you know, puff my chest up and walk over and be like, "Let me do it." But let me
Go
watch
ahead and
first.
Roll. Are you trying to pry the door open?
She said just try to help open it. I'm gonna just try to open it.
Are you using anything to pry the door, or are you just trying to pull it open?
I'm gonna try to pull it open first. Like, yeah, I got this.
Roll a brawn for me. Or no, use athletics. Let's use athletics.
Athletics, you got it. That is so damn close. I got one success. I needed.
You like grab the handle, you line up and you like jerk it back, and you feel like this tightness in your shoulder as the door doesn't budge, and you actually feel the handle break a little bit, like it just kind of pulls off, but the door doesn't open.
And pushes the, kind of like leaves it and just like pushes the hand like, switch in there pretty good, yeah.
Hey, sockets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start walking over. Let me handle it.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Alice, as you walk over to the car, you know all these cars are right-hand drive.
Like.
As you walk over to the vehicle, steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. It's on the right-hand side of the car.
Okay.
As you get over to the vehicle, and you kind of you walk across the front of the hood, you see the skull that's there. And because you've seen this done 1,000 times, you just stick your fingers into the little eye socket, and you hear this noise.
Nice. Yeah.
As you hit both buttons, and both the car doors open up on the front of the vehicle.
That was my
Magic.
next. That was definitely like the 12th thing on my list I was gonna try, for sure. Most definitely.
I just kind of give him a little punch.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, as he's jokingly saying that, I just kind of punch him like, yeah, right.
A neat trick.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
All right. You have a cruiser.
I would like to saunter up. Is that possible?
Okay.
Yeah. Can I saunter up with like an in-and-out bag, just kind of?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what? Roll a d6 for me real quick.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 4.
You get 4 nerve back as you're breathing into this bag, trying to end the panic attack.
All right. I just wander up like, hey guys, we got a car. I just want to go ahead and just sit in the car and just kind of keep.
What? So now this technically takes our car vehicle up to 3. We got the socket rocket and the buggy, and then we got this thing as well too. So, and anything else we can outfit it with and everything before we take off down to the hospital for to take out all those revenants and everything. Or you could park one farther away, take 2 close by, and then one can at least be a little bit farther as a getaway car if we need to. But that's just my 2 cents. And and he looks down. There's a piece of paper like on the ground that he sees, and he goes, and then there's like a list, and it says people that have followed the DAT network. Fact and Fancy, Tanny 93, Half Dragon AP. We got MNTT 22, Red Savages, and Moon Spiders. Thank you for all the
Thanks,
follows,
guys.
friends. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for the
Thanks for
lovely
joining the
note.
Debt family.
You're right here on the list of things that I found on the paper that fell out of the car. I'm just gonna fold it up and stick it in one of my pockets here, where
Can we do a single cam for a second?
my coffee used to be. Well, oh,
And he
fire.
wants
Yeah.
single
Single
cam.
cam.
He
If
wants
you don't
single
mind.
cam.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Trash
Go and see it.
Daddy's
Sorry,
being very
Trash
demanding
Daddy.
right now.
Trash Daddy. There you go.
I'm
Trash
allowed
Daddy.
to
Oh,
be.
you-
You know what?
I'm just
It's
joking.
fine.
Hi, Athena.
I'll remember this moment forever. Guys, thank you for following the DAT network. Ooh, that was spicy. Also very spicy.
Yummy.
Thanks for following. Also, like, when you guys do donations, give them to me. Not these chuckle fucks. To me.
Wow.
Alright.
Oh, hell, Trash Daddy.
Blake, I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer.
Would I know any other secrets in these Malfini cars? Like, if I were to go in,
You
would I know anything?
So many secrets.
Would I know, like, secret compartments, secret, like, ripped up
So we're gonna have a little meta
rugs?
moment. We're gonna have a
Oh.
little meta moment between you and I.
Cute.
Because
It's
we
like
only
a
have
date.
3 episodes left.
Okay.
Malfini vehicles have lots of hidden compartments. They've got rails built in it so they can specifically hide additional people. These vehicles aren't fast. This one specifically isn't fast. It is meant to haul stuff. Usually a trailer full of the dead. You also know that this vehicle has, usually there'll be a NOS stash in the middle of the car sitting under it.
Okay.
And you know that under the driver's seat specifically, to the right of the gas pedal, there is a button that you can hit, which will put all the deadlocks on the car on. And you also know that there's 2 secret compartments in the back. I need you to roll an observation for me. Or lore, up to you.
So I rolled an observation. I rolled a 9 under. The other one is no success. So 1 success.
As you're like getting ready to dig through these things, with that 1 success, you realize these things are very well hidden in a Malfini vehicle. And if someone would happen to know how to get into all of them around people that weren't Malfini, it might be a dead giveaway for where you're from.
So you're saying...
You know where all the access are as you're looking over the car, checking it. You know where all the buttons are to hit.
Got it.
But before you hit them, you have a brief moment of realizing
Don't do it.
these things are well hidden.
Right.
Yeah, you can totally do it. I mean, you've been honest with the majority of the group.
So sockets, Lucy. Just letting you know, just from seeing them out in the desert, this car can haul a lot of cargo. Bodies, sometimes.
Right. So it's a hauler. Okay. All right.
Just
I mean,
in
as long as it
case we
still
gotta...
works.
Yeah, I mean, it still works. You've got some deadlocks in here in case we have to arm ourselves and be in here.
Oh, so that could definitely be good if we got any revenants sitting on us. About how many people fit in this car, Trash Daddy?
All right, just so you guys have this, I'll load this up to our Google Drive later so you know what you have. So this... where's my special page for it? There it is. All right, this is a cruiser. This specific cruiser has a max of 7 people that can be on the vehicle. 5 on the inside,
Whoa.
1 on the outside. This one has a speed of 2. It has a brawn of 12, a handling of 0, a structure of 20, and an armor of 3. Environmental protection is 2, which is odd for a vehicle
nice.
of this kind of build. the chassis has a thing called heavy construction, which is why the structure in the armor's higher. And you notice that the spikes on the front of the car, normally spikes are built to impale people and push them off. These look like they're built to have things get stuck on them. They've got a very weird shape. Alice, you would know that if revenants were to come into a contact with these, it would actually stick the revenants to it. And it is a common practice with the Malfini to drop a bunch of revenants off, run through a horde of them, so if anybody jumps onto their vehicle, those revenants would actually start clawing at them.
Clawing at the revenants?
So you would
Like
know
a
the normal
distraction.
tactic for the Malfini is they would roll through a bunch of revenants before they would go to war with another tribe. So if anybody tried to board their car from another vehicle,
Oh, got it. Other
they would
people,
get
not
bit at
revenants.
by the revenants. And you realize that these claws are specifically built, and they're hooked in such, like, they're like giant fish hooks. They're meant to run into something and grapple it to the car so they can't escape. So you guys have vicious spikes. So there's spikes on the vehicle that add vicious 1 when they run into anything, and you have to make an escape roll to try to get off of them, or an athletics roll, or melee. You don't need to worry about that. It hooks into people. Though this vehicle isn't fast, it does have nitro, and you're able to see the button for the nitro that's put right next to the stick shift. It has 3 uses. And though this vehicle doesn't have any weapons on the outside of it, you do notice that it has... The dashboard's been moved in a little bit farther to put a bigger engine in that could carry a lot of the weight of this vehicle. So though it doesn't have weapons, it has a lot of armor and a lot of structure to it. This is one of their vehicles that they would use to tow people in. The rest of you guys, this thing is jagged and just murderous looking.
All right.
I like
So,
murders.
If,
Well, I'm ready to go when you are.
So you guys, you can see the storm has kind of rolled in across the valley. For the sake of brevity, Mick is able to point out where the actual medical research center is. Those of you who already know where it is, you know where it is for specific reasons. Railroad nonsense. But this storm has pulled into the valley over your time here. The advantage to a storm, it is hard to be caught by raiding parties when you're moving through. The disadvantage is if you're not careful, it is easy to get thrown off route, to end up going the wrong way, or to get stuck right in the middle of it where all this iron and scrap and lightning is striking, which is really hazardous to your health. You guys can all make an observation roll for me. Or you can do observation, you can do lore, whatever you'd like. Just tell me what skill you use to try to figure out how long the
Observation.
storm's going to go.
1 success for observation.
Okay.
Oh, dude, lore.
Okay.
1 success,
2 successes.
observation. I have a 3.
Okay.
Just 1 success for observation.
Okay. Pinch.
2 for lore.
1
for
for
you.
observation.
Dustin, I hate that you went with lore. Because we're gonna have some new information. This
Good to know.
storm, it looks like it's a 2 to 3 day storm. It's pretty heavy. It's more on the outskirts, and it looks like it's pulling. As you're watching the clouds move, and you're seeing this big eye, like this giant, like circular pattern that's happening with lightning striking more towards the refiners and more out by Coyote Canyon. You see that it's moving in a southward direction, which means you have time to move ahead of it. Anything trying to move in that direction is probably going to get slowed down. But it looks like it's a 2-day storm. If you're heading south, it's going to be easy to move through. Heading in any other direction is going to cause a problem. Maul, with your lore roll and your 2 successes, weather like this comes in pairs. This is a very violent storm already, but you get the feeling, having seen these happen in Arizona and Nevada, that there is a much bigger storm that's probably going to happen after it.
So wherever we go to bunker down from this storm, we've got to bunker down even harder for the next one.
It could be 2 or 3 days, it could be a week. But there's enough odd movements in this storm. And in the areas that it's focused in, it's focused heavy enough. It looks like it has a direction to it. And usually, big storms like these that move in really fast and move out really fast, usually are a precursor to something much bigger that's moving. What do you guys
So when
do?
we get back to the cars, before we hop on in, I'm starting to tell them, just so you guys know, even though we're probably going to have to head south to avoid this storm, there's probably within the next 2 days to a week, we've got probably a massive storm coming in after this. Pinch, you probably remember some of the storms that we got back in Vegas.
Yeah. They're pretty massive. Yeah.
The 1-2 storms.
Yeah, they're pretty deadly. So what do you suppose we do? Stay at the medical research center for a week? What do you?
Not unless you want a whole bunch of revenants knocking at our car doors. But
No, I don't.
well, if we start heading south is probably the best way to get around this storm. However, I don't know if we want to be able to head to Raven's Post, suit up, stock up, but then it's going to be a race from the end of this storm to the beginning of the next.
Oh, was there enough any reloads and stuff on the weapons that these guys had as well too, Blake?
Every weapon but the BFG has 2 reloads. The BFG has no reloads. What am I referencing?
Dope.
And if you say the book, you're wrong. What am I referencing with the BFG?
Oh, big fucking damn
Doom?
right.
Oh, who said it?
Yeah.
Who said it first?
Adam.
Okay. Adam.
It took me a second. He was
50
just a
XP.
few seconds left.
Oh.
He mumbled it. Rude. All right, let me pull this real quick.
Didn't
So,
Duke Nukem also have a BFG though?
He
Yeah,
did.
didn't he?
You know, you can take 50 XP too.
Yeah.
Just Dustin, not Matt.
No, Matt can take 50 XP. Matt is the favorite. He can take 50 XP. He's
Oh.
allowed.
Yay!
What was
didn't
the
earn a
eyeball?
thing.
That was good.
Don't reference it. Just let it be. I was on the wrong virtual camera. I was like, there's no momentum. Where is it? It's my bad. I messed up. All right.
Oh, cool. So we got 2 reloads for all their guns and stuff. Which what kind of guns is it? Okay, perfect.
Everybody's basically got
All
2
that.
reloads. You're going to need them.
Excellent. So now we were talking about cars as well too. I mean, obviously this thing's got a lot of armor to it. This will be beneficial to go down. Do we want to take the socket rocket and the buggy as well? I mean, we all know that all the storms like this, typically you want as much protection as you can. I don't think the buggy's going to give us that much protection. But the socket rocket, the socket rocket doesn't have a top to it as well. We could always just leave these 2 here and take this big.
Yeah,
Nick's
this
going to come
car's
over to
gonna
you
be
when
our
you guys
best
are
bet.
chatting. He's like, we're not leaving for like 2 days. The second the storm breaks, we're heading back to Raven's Post. I would be willing to bet Fracture is going to be coming back from the refined the second the storm breaks. He's going to have way too much fuel. He's not going to risk bringing it out to the west. We're not driving through this with our cars. If you can get back here before that storm breaks, you see him kind of look out. He's like, maybe a day or 2. You can grab what you want, but I would be willing to bet that Fracture's going to be back here looking for that rig. And he points over to the Malfini vehicle. So if you're going to do anything, just go quick.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking though, we might actually have to take 2 vehicles because whatever we want to bring back to fix up the satellite if we need any extra space with it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we can take all
Can I-
3 of them down to the hospital, right?
I mean, we can do that too. I mean, that's totally fine to take all 3 of them.
Because I think we're going to need a tank. I mean, heavy armor, which that Malfini car's got, and we're going to need some
DPS
firepower.
and magic. Yeah, we need all 3. Yeah, no, I get what you're
Maul's
saying.
just
I get
like-
what you're saying, Charles. Sockets just
I don't
reaches
get
into his pocket and just like fiddles with his D20. He goes, "Oh, the days of being a child." In this lap.
I'm gonna look at Mick and say, "Hey, does this Malfini car work? Do you know?"
I mean, it runs. I don't know how to start it. You know how the Malfini are. They're all their secrets. I don't even know how the Skinners got a hold of it.
I'm gonna get in the driver's seat.
All right. Are you trying
I'm
to
gonna
stealthily start the car?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend that I'm trying to figure it out, even though I know how to start it.
Is anybody in the vehicle with her?
Yes.
No.
Pinch, I need you to roll observation. Alice, you're going to roll thievery.
Okay.
Or stealth.
Ooh, I get
Your
to
choice.
roll
Nothing.
thievery.
Nothing.
Where are you, thievery? Do I have to roll still? Just joking.
Yeah, you do.
Well, 1 success.
It's enough.
12.
You're, Pinch, you're sitting there breathing into your bag. And, like, for a second you hear, like, you breathe out, and rather than the bag feeling, it, like, pops, and it curls up. And with that moment, the vehicle starts up. And Alice, this is what you experience. You see the him breathing, and you time it out right, and you run your hand, as you put your hand, like, on the stick shift, and you push the clutch in for the car, and you hit the button to the right of the gas tank, or right to the gas pedal twice, vehicle starts up. And then you put your foot back on the gas and you rev it as the car has some life in it. Pinch, you don't see anything.
I'd like to lean out the window to Mick. Hey, we figured it out.
Good! If I would have had more time out of the prison, I could have probably figured it out too.
Oh, you were in the prison? I forgot. You've been talking about it constantly. And I roll out the window.
Actually, here. You see, like, glass shatters against the outside of it as you see, like, this Labatt's blue bottle just smack across. I'm going to put so many different merch out here until we get a sponsorship. I could be bought.
Hell yeah.
Bottle just crashes along the outside of the car. You're good, though. It's got armor. You're set.
Do we know how
All right,
much
guys.
fuel is left in this car?
It's full. Like, it's like this vehicle
Okay,
is...
great.
Out of all the vehicles here, this one has been treated with almost reverence. And it's odd to most of you here that it would be treated with reverence, especially by a Skinner group.
Revenants.
All right.
Um,
The guys said that we are free to kind of rummage through any of the scraps. Is there anything that Lucy can find that's worth taking?
So, we are now at the point where you guys have been here long enough, we're going to start dealing with time points. You guys have not rested for a day now. You have 2 days before the storm breaks. Every time point that you spend to scavenge or go through stuff or repair things or to recover is going to end up being about 8 hours. Right now the road is clear south. Storm's going to shift a little bit, change the encounters and everything that's going on. You guys can definitely scavenge, you can rest, you can recover. How many time points do you want to use for everything? Do you guys want to start heading south? What is it that you guys want to do? You also all have 3 salvage points. If you'd like to use salvage points to decrease the time to do something, you can. Salvage points will basically buy you... You'll be able to do 1 action, or like searching, or repairing, or recovering. Won't cost you a time point. Or you can buy it to have a second action to use a time point. So as a group,
How long
or
does
individuals...
it take to get to the hospital? How long does it take to get to the hospital?
One person's been
The
there.
research facility?
and you have one person that knows how to get there. So if they're driving and they're leading the
It doesn't
pack,
seem it's that far away.
they would probably be able to get there in 2-3 hours. For those of you that have never been there, leading the pack, you're looking to get 8 to 12, as it is through a canyon with a lot of rubble. But there's no way that it would be weird that somebody in your party would be able to get there quickly. None of you having been there before.
Would I have known? Oh, I know of the hospital, but I don't know how to get there.
Exactly. You know of it. There's tons of these little facilities littered everywhere. You also would actually roll a lore for me real quick, Dustin.
All right. I like my lore. 1 success. I had to roll under an 11, and I got a 10.
The reason people don't go to these medical research facilities anymore is because there's a lot of that virus there. And you can't get turned into a revenant from being bitten. But you can be if you're exposed to the original virals that carry the disease that they were using to try to find a cure, to create a vaccine for it. And you also know they love to test on military personnel. And the beauty of the 90s and the early 2000s is we had steroids for the military, we had vaccines for the military, and the U.S. really, really loved their testing. So anybody that might have turned, there's a good chance it's going to be a lot bigger and a lot tougher than a revenant. So you have an idea of what's down there. In general.
Well, we also might be facing something a little bit nastier than a revenant. Imagine a revenant on steroids.
Ooh.
So we're gonna probably need big firepower, big armor. Fuck. And the thing is, I don't even know how to get there. I know where it is. Good, Sockets.
I was gonna say, as Sockets just kind of lifts his arm up, and you see Molotovs hanging on his side, potato mashers, hockey pucks. He's like, we got 2 souls with us as well too. I'm a killer with this bow and arrow, and Pinch has got his beautiful singing voice. I think we'll be all right.
Maul, how many explosives do you have with you right now?
How many explosives do I have?
No, sorry, Sockets. How many explosives do you have on you right now?
I have 2 hockey pucks, 4 Molotovs, and 2 potato mashers.
Would you like a morale boost that also has a consequence?
A morale boost with a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is yes.
You have the traits. Look at these guns. When you're carrying explosives with you, as long as you have more than 3 explosive devices on you, as a person, you get a morale boost of 2, meaning any type of nerve damage that is your soak. You'll basically get rid of 2 damage. If you don't have any explosive devices on you, you take 2 additional nerve damage when fighting.
That's fair.
If somebody does nerve damage to you. If you have 1 to 3 or whatever, there's nothing. No bonuses, no negations.
All right.
As you find courage and all of your firepower. Fully stocked. Normally you guys would get to develop this over time. We're speeding this process up significantly. To make it fun. Alright.
So do I know how long
is,
until the storm hits us?
Yeah, storm's gonna hit. The storm's there. You've got 2 days before it fully clears. Heading anywhere other than south is going to be difficult. Once the storm starts moving in a day, heading anywhere other than southwest is going to be more difficult because it is traveling in a southwestern fashion right now. You know, you guys have a clear shot for about a day.
Do we know of anything where we can bunker down before we actually get to the hospital? Well, one of us knows.
You can find stuff. You'll be making survival rolls, basically. You can find tons of stuff. I mean, if you park the cars near,
Cliffs,
Any
mountains.
type of structure, cliffs, mountains. If you burrow into the ground, if you find areas that aren't flat, you can weather it out. Driving through the storm is the issue, because the wind tends to rip control of the car away.
All right. So this is my recommendation. We could probably get ahead of the storm, because we want to be as far away out of here as soon as that storm passes. We can get a head start on the way down to I know the general direction of the hospital. I don't know the specifics on how to get there. I could probably it'll probably take us a day, because I know the general direction, but I might find the wrong path.
It'll take us a few hours.
Oh, are you
You
familiar where
confident?
the hospital is?
Yeah, I've seen the desert a lot, guys.
Oh, thank God. I was really
This is
afraid
where I'm
that
riding.
Maul.
All right,
That's right.
so then why don't we have...
Just high five pinch.
Ooh, I
This
missed.
way. This way. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, you're a jerk. No,
Maul,
it's
I need you to
over.
roll a either lore or observation, your choice.
I would probably go with lore, because that's what's higher. 1 success.
There's something familiar about the clothing that Alice is wearing and how confident she feels about getting down there. You've worked with people like this before. And as you
What are
see
my
her
opinions
sit
about
in the
people
front
that-
of that car, it's almost like she belongs in there.
What are
That's
my
what you get with
opinions
1
about people
success.
that I've worked... Oh, I get it. I know what my opinion is.
All right.
Trash Daddy, I have a quick question.
Yes.
The socket rocket actually got hurt the last time. You said that a giant saw blade cut into the back end.
Yes.
Yes, it did. So,
You wanna hang out and fix it?
no, don't have time for that. We want to try to get down there and get everything. Actually, I'll look at the two guys. I said I'll walk up to the mechanic and be like, "Hey, you said you're gonna be leaving in a couple days. Do you think you might be able to try to patch up the gas tank on that thing? I've got some cash with me. Just a quick patch and then when we get back for it. We had a little trouble with it. It's got a big leak in it.
What do you give me?
I got $100 on me.
Roll persuade.
Oh, like, you know how great I am at persuading people as we started playing this game? Oh! And I just almost turned into a Mathew Palmer with persuade. Holy shitballs. My persuade is a 7. I rolled a 4 and a 6 for 2 successes.
Do you want to
Hell
use any
yeah.
salvage?
So I want to use it. Yes, I will use a salvage as well. Give me a 4. Now I'm Mathew Palmer.
As you start talking to him that you're going to leave your car with him, his eyes light up. He looks over. Halsgard speaks up. James wouldn't appreciate that. Just do the job right. The guy looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, we'll do it for 100. Work on the gas tank. I'm not going to give you any fuel. We got nothing, but we'll repair
No,
the damage."
that's fine. That's okay. That's
And
fair.
Halsgard immediately speaks up. He's like, "You've got enough fuel in your car. Just split it with him. He's paying you." And you hear Mick under his voice say, "Fucking paladins." And he gets to work on your coin. And you're out
I hand.
100.
All right,
100. But
totally fine.
they're not leaving until the storm works. He rolled garbage on his persuade, but he rolled a 2 and a 5 on his mechanics. One of those is under his focus. The vehicle will be repaired without any faults if he has 2 days to work on it. If you try to get it before a day, I'll need to roll for how much it's healed. Or
No worries.
fixed.
Ooh, all right. Socket rocket's gonna
Now-
be back in action.
Are you guys heading south, or are you going to stay and try to recover vigor? Or are you going to try to heal your harms? Or are you going to scavenge for
please.
stuff? Okay. You're voting to stay.
I'm
Actually, you know
going
what,
to
here.
stay to... Sorry.
We can figure this out while we're on break.
Oh.
Sounds fair.
I need you
Josh
guys to
Daddy.
make an answer. If you're going to stay, if you are going to stay, what you're going to be doing, how long you're going to wait. You have got a total of 2 time points, unless you use salvage to do stuff. If you decide to leave right away, you're going to have cover of the storm heading south. If you decide to wait a day, you'll still have coverage. You'll be making some drive checks. If you wait until 2 days from now, you got all the time in the world. No way that Dr. Fracture will be heading back to his base. It's up to you guys. And we'll be back soon. Have fun. Message in the group chat. Make your decision.
Thank you.
We'll be here soon.
Yay.
Better give me all your gold, or I would have got you.
You're making a big mistake, Val.
Yeah, why's that?
Because I control the power of the universe.
If the atmosphere at your table is less than impressive,
That doesn't normally happen.
you may find it hard to create those magic moments your players crave. Lucky for you, Sirenscape is available for download on your mobile device.
Time's up.
Now that's impressive.
First time. Every time.
Go to Sirenscape.com today to download your free trial and get the right sound for your tabletop games. And don't forget to check out Sirenscape in action every Friday night on Dragons and Things.
Great and mighty Dark One, hear my summons. Bring plague and misery unto this wretched world, and be born again in the blood of this unworthy servant.
What are you guys doing in here?
Huh? Nothing.
I thought you said no one was at home.
Nobody's supposed to be home. Wendy, get out of here.
No. Why are you wearing dresses?
This is not
There's a pentagon on the wall.
That's a pentagram.
That's a pentagon.
It's a pentagram.
Gone.
Pentagram.
Gone. It's a pentagon that has to have a star to be a pentagram. Are you guys forming a cult?
We are summoning a god of pain and destruction to rain misery on my stupid stepdad for being a total boner.
Sick.
And Kyle Bates, because he ruined the next season of Game of Thrones for me when I specifically told him I hadn't read the books.
Douche.
Is there gonna be a human sacrifice?
Yes.
No. What?
Whatever. I'm in.
You can't
No.
just be in. Like, there's a whole process.
Let me in your cult. I'm gonna tell Leonard about the time I caught you trying on my bras in my room.
What?
What?
No.
That's not how you do
no.
that, is it? Let me in your cult, or I'll tell Mom that you used her candles for a satanic ritual.
No. Go back to the part about him
No,
trying
that
to
didn't
bras.
happen.
In season 4 of Game of
Secret.
Thrones, Tyrion and
You can be in the cult.
What?
Thank
No,
you.
she cannot be in the cult.
Definitely in the cult now. Thank you.
Gonna put up with this?
I do have a knife in my hand.
She does have a knife. It's a good point.
Okay, God. Everyone gather. You're gonna cut your hand and give an incantation to the dark void.
Oh, dark monster thing. Brings sadness. You know what? This is dumb. Can we get to the part with the human sacrifice?
There's no human sacrifice.
Dude.
What? You have to have like a fatted calf
Yes.
or a unicorn.
Why are you agreeing with her?
Or a virgin.
Absolutely.
We could use Leonard.
No, you can't use me. Guys, I'm totally not a virgin, all right?
not a virgin.
I've done the sex.
Describe it in detail.
There's two of us.
Step
Step one, man loves a woman. And then
I'll take that. And plus, this one was trying to browse in my room. Pretty sure still a virgin.
We could kill Alan.
And we can kill Alan.
Kill Alan!
No, we're not killing anybody. Cut your hand, put blood in the bowl. No more fun.
Wait. Did one of you already use this?
No.
Because I would bet money that one of you is a leper.
This is why I didn't want her to be in the cult.
I didn't want her in the cult.
I don't want you in the cult.
It's not your cult.
It is now.
You know what? Fine. I don't want to do this anymore. There is no cult. No cult.
Leonard? You're a nightmare.
I'm a hero. I just saved the entire world from your evil cult.
What? Okay, good.
My dad needs his bowl. No cult.
Be done. Leonard!
Excuse me.
You're a nightmare.
I'm a nightmare? I just saved the world from your evil cult. Get out of here. Get out of here.
My dad needs his bowl and his letter opener. I'm gonna get that back.
I'll get it to you. I'll see it later. Tuesday. You got white
Your
stuff.
friend sucks.
Are you okay?
I'm so sorry about the
Are you
wax.
all right?
Fine.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms. Every day, millions of people face heartbreak in the form of a silent killer. I'm talking about character death. I'm talking about malicious dice. Failed saving throws, critical misses, failed skill checks. Malicious dice can strike any character at any time, and the results are devastating.
I only got to play Celestia for one session. I kept failing. Roll after roll after roll. And then I got eaten by an aberration in the dark. I couldn't roll anything above a 5. The dice just...
Diana's tragic story is far from unique. The time to do something about malicious dice is now. And Tabletop Loot knows how to help. They're providing quality, affordable dice jails and shipping them to players in need across the nation. Go to tabletoploot.com today and order a dice jail for yourself and anyone you feel may be threatened by malicious dice. These safe, secure, and humane facilities will keep your tabletop safe from the kind of dice that don't care who they hurt. But it's not about giving up on your dice. Rehabilitation is possible for many of these viciously low rollers, thanks to Dice Jail's tabletop reintegration plans. It's time to stand up for our characters.
It's time to put malicious dice where they belong.
Alrighty. You know, it's great when your party works together and has like a moment where they're really coming up with a plan. One of my favorite things about the future, this world we live in where we have group chat, is they get to make decisions and I don't have to be around there for them. I gotta really play the part of somebody disappointed that he's not being followed on his epic journey with a fleet of cars to Vegas, with things to cure hangovers, things to cure addiction, 2 healing machines stolen from a Star Wars facility. Yes, it's a Bacta tank. But I mean, we're not there. We're here in New Mexico, and people are dying. So enough about that bullshit. Let's go ahead and take some questions from the chat. Bring the players in, Adam. I mean, sockets.
Who is this Adam you referencing? What are you talking about?
It's my husband. Don't worry about it.
Wait, your husband? I thought he was your son, Trash Daddy.
That's Sockets is my son. Adam is my husband.
Dad?
Don't get into the Alabama parts of it, okay? Just let it be.
Oh, sorry, it's all a
Dad!
little confusing.
Dad! Daddy!
Don't get it twisted.
All right, let's look at this. Who do we have? Who's all here? Who's doing nonsense?
So Awar is saying, because we were talking about the BFG earlier, he was saying Duke Nukem actually had a DFG.
It was a
I don't know
DFG?
DFG, yeah. I don't know.
That's a turn of phrase if I ever heard one. All right, DFG. Ugh.
Man, I haven't
All
played
right.
Duke Nukem in so many years, but I remember just playing that game so much.
Would you guys like to have a meta moment in the game?
Sure, let's have a little meta.
Yeah? Meta it up.
Everybody that gives me... If you give me a salvage, I will answer the question. I will roll on whether or not I'm going to be truthful or not. If you give me a salvage and a fallout, I will answer a question about the game, and I will answer it to the best of my abilities in a way that is truthful and doesn't spoil the game for you.
Individually, we can do this with you?
Heck yeah! You can ask a question about anything, and your players will know that information.
Oh.
To give you a salvage and a fallout?
And
You
a
have
fallout?
2. Everybody else has 3.
Pass. Pass.
I don't think you need it. I think you're okay.
Let's
Pinch, are you passing or are you taking it?
Palmer's thinking about it. You're thinking about it, aren't you?
Go for it, Palmer. Do it.
He's muted.
I
Can't hear you.
He wants to give Trash Daddy 10 fallout.
I'll take it. Pinch is going to be the only one that lives. I've got a bet going on him. So, there's a bet. For Pinch or Alice will live the longest. The rest of you are screwed. I've already
really?
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
put the
yeah,
bet?
I've got a wasteland bet on. Don't worry about it. Has nothing to do with our group of friends.
What's the bet?
Okay, fine.
Don't
you're
worry
right.
about it.
Yeah, what's...
Wow.
I want to
Yeah,
know.
what's at
Nobody
stake? I
watches
wanna know
Siren
what's
Song.
at stake.
Stop.
Sorry, Pinch, go ahead.
It's the same network, man.
Yeah, but I'm bitter and petty. And it's a better
Yeah,
show than
he's
this
bitter.
one, so whatever.
Don't say
All right.
that.
Don't
Pinch.
say that about your own
Do you want to spend
show.
any salvage? Hey, I am talking to the madman himself. Pinch, do you want to spend any fallout or salvage for information?
Why am I asked multiple times?
No, your answer. You're spoken over.
I'm passing. I know that I'm the one who's supposed to say yes at all times, but I don't know what question to ask.
Alice.
No, I don't like metagaming,
Okay.
so I don't want to know anything.
All right, Dustin.
If I actually had a really good question that Maul is like dying to know, but nothing really comes to mind.
So is your answer no?
I wish there was. I would love to spend it. So yeah, my answer is no. I can't think
So
of
at the
anything.
beginning of this game, when we first started running the season, I said Slitlid will cheat constantly in this game. You guys all pass the test. You all get 50 XP.
Yay!
And I don't get to roll on my table with bullcrap. So,
Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Daddy.
All right.
Trash Daddy.
Then I'm glad that I couldn't think of anything.
You are. It would have gone poorly if one person would have given in.
There's betting going on.
So-
There's betting going on in the chat right now. Starju says, "Who wants to bet channel points of who lives?" It's Lucas Martinez says,
Yes.
5 channel points. Diana doesn't make it.
What? I didn't even look at chat.
Then
Lucas.
make sure I'll put 30,000 points on Maul surviving. Trust me, he's good for it.
I'll take you up on that.
I'd like. Oh my god!
I'll take that bet. I will take that bet.
Whoa, hold on. You don't
Pinch, you ready?
bet
2 to 1
on
odds?
God.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's exactly who you bet with. You spit in the eyes of God and you tell him, "Come at me, Daddy. Let's do this." And then you remind yourself you're a 6-year-old kid, and your dad can throw you down the stairs. All right.
I immediately regret
from-
my decisions.
The general thing I got from our little group chat was you guys are resting for at least one time point, correct?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna lose 1 day. You're gonna get a rest. All of your vigor's back for everybody. All of your nerve damage is back for everybody.
Oh, thank God.
Pinch, roll resistance for me, or discipline for me.
Blake, what about our harm?
not healed
Wendy
yet.
and I.
Your temporary harm, like you still have temporary harm.
Yeah.
But you're closer. You need 6 more days of rest for it to pass, basically.
All right,
Six
we're
more
starting a
days.
poll. We're starting a poll in chat, ladies and gentlemen, on who will
Oh, yes.
survive.
God. Who's Luna?
Who will
boy.
survive?
Oh, Lucy.
It's me. It's me.
I was like, who's Luna?
Discord has been constantly saying that Lucy is the leader of the group. I love this bet.
I like it.
Also, chat, I can be bought. You want to give me Fallout? I will totally hedge bets for you. I will cheat. I'm allowed to. I'm God.
Wait.
Pinch, what'd you get?
I rolled 2 failures. One of them's a critical failure on discipline.
You needed 1 success. You didn't get it.
I
But I like
automatically
Fallout,
get
so I'm gonna take a Fallout. You have the worst, like, you are reminded of Thanksgiving dinner with old Mima.
I love
And that
it.
moment of, like, when you got into an argument about her, about how films from the 80s and 90s were way better than anything Charlie Chaplin could do, and just because he dated her doesn't mean she's right. And you have this, like...
You can't even hear his voice. It doesn't make sense.
You wake up in a cold sweat. Like a cold sweat. As the last image you have before you open up your eyes is Mima, like, in her wheelchair, lifting herself up and out. And, like, you look at your hands as you wake up, and you just... Though they're not there anymore, you recognize the flip-flop marks. And the damage she can do with a pair of sandals.
Oh my gosh, she looks
But
just like
damage,
Nosferatu.
because I'm going to take a Fallout. I love it. It's a new day.
How much nerve
The storm. You don't take any. I took a Fallout instead.
Okay. Damn, you're gonna get that Fallout.
I am. I will cheat. Alright. I have my own bet going on that I can maintain 2 Fallout through the entire game, and I'm currently losing that bet, so I need to keep it up. Alright. It's a new day. You guys wake up full of vigor. Everybody has 3 salvage, except for Adam. You have 2. Mr. Sockets, because you used 1 earlier, I believe.
Yep,
It's a new
totally
day.
fine.
You see Mick is working on your car. What do you guys do?
Now, technically, the storm is upon us, right?
It is. You see it moving south currently, so it's like just outside the outskirts of the junkyard. In about 6 to 8 hours, it'll actually be over the junkyard. It's traveling in a southwestern fashion. If you were to look at the map, you'd see it moving towards the Skinner's Arena.
All right, so that means we technically can still roll out. It's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only going to be taking the Malfini car
2 cars.
and the gun
The
and the
Malfini.
buggy.
Yeah.
All right. But technically, we all could fit into the Malfini car.
Well, you'd have 1 person. Yeah, actually, you guys could all fit. We only have 5 people. You could all be
only
inside.
have 5
7.
people.
Yeah, it's a 7 capacity.
Well, it's going to be 1 on the outside, 6 on the inside.
I don't think anybody should sit on the outside.
Well, all 6
Also,
can
FYI.
fit on the. Why is there a seat on the outside of this thing? I mean,
for people who want
observe.
to
Alice knows. Alice knows exactly why there is a stretcher almost built onto the outside of the car. And Alice, as he poses this question to the group, you're reminded of your first time working with the Malfini. The lowly position of bait. And as you look at the top of the car, you see the microphones that are mounted near that top seat. And you see the speakers that are laid across the top of the car to amplify any noise that's made on the outside of the vehicle.
I mean, it just seems so dumb to actually have. I mean, I've seen what these hooks do with some of the Malfinis. They like to put up revenants on the Malfinis. I kind of use the Malfini as like armor. I don't know why they would actually need like a seat up there.
It's bait.
What?
And then I just kind of walk away.
What? As I'm already on top of it. What did you
You
say?
say that to him.
Hey, Pinch, best seat in the
Alice,
house, man. You can.
That. When you explain that and you yell out, are you doing it quietly or are you full of venom?
I do it,
Say it.
full of venom. Full of venom, frustration, all the thoughts coming back to my head of me being up there. And I just walk away.
I need...
Oof.
Maul, I need you to roll a discipline for me.
What my discipline is? That
And
is.
then Alice,
one
I need you to
success.
go ahead and roll either a lore or an observation for me. 1 success. Okay.
Thank
Justin,
you for
roll
the
D6
follow,
for me.
Hamlet423.
Woohoo!
And how many successes did you get, Alice?
Fuck.
2 10s under my observation 11.
Yeah.
There is a level of venom in Alice's voice. There is a moment of very real, very poignant truth that comes from her mouth as you take whatever d6 you rolled in nerve damage.
5.
And there's a bite in the back of your head that this Alice was sold to the Malfini. Alice, you've seen that look of pain before on his face as you retort back at him.
Mm-hmm.
You know this person from somewhere. Before the dream started happening, before the drugs started kicking in, that silhouette that's in your mind of how you got to where you were is a little bit more filled in. You're off-put by it. But you know you knew this person at some point in time.
So, after I get kind of just that hit from Alistair's retort, just flashes and visions kind of just flood Maul's head. And he actually takes a second. Yeah. Come on, let's go. He's going to actually start walking away.
Okay.
Hey, there's no seat belts up here. It's just a. All right, I'll just put them together.
Lucy's gonna shout out upward towards Pinch. You really gonna stay up there for the road trip?
The wind in my hair. Yeah.
There's a storm coming, though.
It's
Well, you
surprisingly
know what,
comfortable. The padding on the top of this car is like relaxing, but you are fully exposed to the elements. It's like a coffin.
Is there a way that I could
It's like a
quickly go
coffin without
inside?
walls or a ceiling. You can't. I
Is
mean,
there a
not
way
from the
to,
outside
like,
of the car.
No, oh, okay. I thought there'd be like a glass window. I could just like kind of go
As you're
in
like
somewhere.
sitting on the top of it, you're laying back.
Can
there's,
he
like,
can he
this-
like fireman pull down? Yeah.
If the window's open, if the sides of the vehicle are open, it can. It's as you're laying there and you feel like this comfortability of it. You notice there's Velcro and handcuff straps on next to the seat belts for the stretcher.
Hey!
On top of it. The stretcher's super
Dan!
comfortable, and as you like lay back, you notice like the microphones that are positioned by the head.
Oh,
I
wow.
want to lower my head upside down through the window to the rest of the crew. It's like, guys, they were into some cool shit up here. Like,
I'll bet you.
like,
Yeah, I bet you they
Anyway,
were
no,
because we're getting raided by Dan Servo, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Dan Servo!
Dan!
Buddy.
Dan Servo!
How's it going, friend?
Hi, Dan.
Give them. Should we give them some
Yeah, give him a
fire
show.
nonsense, or do you
Dan
have
would
no?
love to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Give him a
yeah.
show. Give
Dan
him a
would
show.
love it. Dan's a great
Good.
man.
Give me single cam.
Yes.
I'm needy. I'm a fickle bitch. The
All right,
show isn't about
all right.
me.
Dan,
All
this
right.
is for you, friends.
Dan! Dan,
Mr.
Dan,
Servo.
Dan, Dan, Dan. The robot. The servo. The man with many hands, Dan. I don't know what else to rhyme with that, so just like take it. Thank you for rating. Thank you for your delight. Thank you for your presence, your nonsense, your just gift of the Twitch raid. This warm snacky, this delightful intent, this carcinogenic bowl of fire is for you. But it's not enough. You came in with a couple of raiders, I think. A few people, so here. Grip your destiny, your fire, your flame, and just transfer it to the ones you love. Give them something to breathe upon. And if that's not enough, if that taste of delight, that moment where the cells on your tongue really run across the things that you are desiring, just remember, it's not that spicy here. Frankly, you are delightful, beautiful, a king, not only in stance or in product, or in your ability to tell a story, but in the way that you share it with friends. Thank you, Mr. Servo, for your raid. There we go. You're welcome.
Trash Daddy's on fire! Woohoo!
Beautiful speech, Trash Daddy.
This is how I shave.
Beautiful speech.
Welcome, my second favorite child. All right.
Dan, longtime friend of the network. Worked over at Paizo for a long time, and he's over at, I was about to say the
Sirenscape.
Siren song. Sirenscape, yes.
Oh, wait a second. I take all of that back. Dan. Dan.
Oh, no.
I need you to answer in chat. Wasteland, Mad Max,
Oh
or Waterworld?
no.
Don't you guys give him context. Mad Max or Waterworld?
Dan,
Not
my
Waterworld.
eyes are
If you
nude.
answer wrong, I am giving 2 harm to everybody on the... Good
Oh,
choice.
he answered right.
He did. The party gets 50 XP. You all find an additional reload.
Ah!
And
An
we
additional
are
reload.
reminded that the songs of Siren should be ignored. Play the
Whoa.
drums. Mad Max. Don't woo me. Diana, you lose 50 XP. This is the 3rd time you've talked back. Get rid of 30 XP.
What? What did I
Make a
say?
persuasion
What?
check. Roll for persuasion.
Okay. Dan, you got me in trouble. Persuasion. Where are you, Persuasion?
Down at the bottom under personality.
I fail. I don't have
Why
any
would you
successes.
lie to me? Just lie. No, we're gonna practice this. This game is about lying to each other. I want you... Diana, how many successes did you get in
If
persuasion?
you know Diana can't lie. Let's just
Alice,
act-
how many successes did you get in persuasion?
I rolled 2.
Okay, you got your 50 XP back that I took away. You're good. It's all good.
So, I hope I put it back
All right.
in.
It's a new day.
All right.
What are you guys doing?
Heading down to the hospital.
All right.
Assuming we're
Who's
taking
driving?
both
Are you
cars,
guys
the
taking
buggy-
one vehicle, or
buggy.
are you leaving cars there?
I think we need the firepower from the buggy.
We need 2 to haul stuff back. What if we get a lot?
Yeah. So 2 in the buggy, the rest in the Malfini car.
You mean the monstrosity?
EMC.
I'll drive the buggy. If you guys want? No big deal.
Shotgun.
Do it. Oh, sweet, yes.
Woo!
Hey! Oh, Dan!
Oh,
Give him
Dan!
a
Wow!
Oh my God, Dan!
Thank you so much.
We're gonna do something special here. I'm not gonna do the bullshit
Oh my
fire.
gosh.
Dan.
Oh no, Dan gets special treatment.
Dan gets special treatment. Dan,
Late's gonna light himself
you
on
can
fire.
either give an item to our players. You can give Fallout to the illustrious Trash Daddy.
Don't do it.
Or you can change one thing in the world. What would you like to do?
Oh,
Wow.
make me immortal.
Make me immortal.
No, I'll allow it. One item to the player. Why? Help me!
You asked him to give a choice.
Yeah,
He
you
made a
asked
choice.
him.
I don't have anything if anyone wants to give me something.
I rolled a 19 and a
My
15.
shotgun.
One of those is a complication. You don't know what you're getting yet, but it's going to be important, but you guys are going to get an item that's very helpful. I'm not telling you what it is. I am maddened by this, and I'm cheating against my own rules. There is a useful item in the world. In the general area you're going to be. It's probably going to heal all your harm. Don't choose wrong.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dan.
All right.
We miss you.
What cars are you taking? Where are you guys heading? Enough of this.
Buggy and
like, I'm done playing.
The buggy and the MC. Yeah, buggy and the MC, and heading down to the hospital. Yeah.
Cool.
That's our thing.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have taken off. After who's driving which vehicle?
I'll drive the Malfini because I know it.
Cool.
And I'll drive the buggy.
Nobody stopped you? Deal. All right, who's in the
okay,
Malfini vehicle?
sorry.
Who's in the buggy?
I'll be in the Malfini vehicle.
Who's driving the buggy? Hinges?
Hinges. You
Hinges in
sure
the
about that?
Is there seatbelts in the buggy?
Yeah.
I took them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have drive?
That's your item.
Points
You
and
got
drive?
seatbelts.
I'll be
I
in
don't know if
the
we can
gunner.
drive.
I'll be in the gunner seat, just for now.
All right,
since
I'll take
it's not a big
Shoddy.
storm. Yeah, just so I can observe and
I'll take
everything as well
Shoddy then.
too.
In the
And,
buggy.
and thank you, Kyle Rubarts, for subscribing with some Prime for 11 months.
Thank
So the-
you.
Oh, thank you.
Only 2 people in the Malfini vehicle are Malice
Oh God, that's
and
awkward.
Maul.
Wait! Before we leave,
Perfect.
Lucy's gonna walk back into this little area and find the 2 guys. Like, hey, this is probably, you might not have it, but I thought I'd ask. You guys got any sort of walkie-talkie type radio situation that we can borrow for this trip?
I mean, Malfini, like that vehicle's got a full radio suite in it. You need like a walkie-talkie.
Oh.
Are you trying to like talk to us or what?
Well, just there's a storm, and I thought, me and my friends, we
You
can
see,
in separate vehicles
Halsgard
continue to talk to
passes
each other.
Halsgard passes his walkie-talkie that he has on him. He's like, one person I'd ever talked to is Joe. Gives it to you. You've got a long-range
I'll bring this back.
walkie-talkie. You guys know the radio channel for the Slow Tuesdays, which are heading out to Vegas already. You know the radio channel for Raven's Post, and you have the radio channel for this group in the junkyard. Every other radio channel you got to roll for,
And Grandma.
but you do have a way to communicate.
And Mimo.
Well,
What?
one person
What?
knows
Grandma.
Mima's channel.
About Mimo?
One person does.
Hey, Loretta, what are you doing? Let's go.
All right, I'm coming. I've gotta. Thank you very much. And I'll run out. I got us a walkie, so we can
So-
talk to the other car.
You guys created the perfect, like, hellscape I could ever ask for. those of you in the buggy, you're just going to roll drive checks and survival checks. Those of you in the mall, Malice Spectacular, just... Ooh, the stage we've always asked for. You're going to have a choice. You can either roll for drive, you can roll for resistance, you can roll for persuade. So drive, discipline, or persuade. Depending on what you choose to roll, depends on the benefits that you get. You guys are going to learn so much about each other. So, before we get into that, while you guys are thinking about your decisions, Pinch, you're driving a buggy through the dirt. The wind's kicking up around you. Roll that drive check for me as you guys head south. Actually, better yet, Alice, are you trying to stay ahead of the other buggies so you can lead them, or are you letting Pinch take the lead?
Oh, no. I would be ahead of Pinch.
Your first drive's going to be a drive check, then. No choice.
Especially since she's just... Okay.
First roll.
She's still like mad on fire, like just all these memories. So my drive is a 10. I got an 8 and 11, so 1 is a pass.
You're ahead of him. Pinch, go ahead and roll your drive check for me to follow as she leads you guys south.
I have 2 successes. I'm going to go ahead and I want to put my elbow out the car.
You're driving, you get ahead of her, and then very fast, too furious. You hit the emergency brake a little bit, as cool as you could.
Sure.
Spin the car around and then get behind her. You know what you're doing.
I want to start humming Grease Lightning under my breath. Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. Lucy and Adam. Sockets and Lucy. Words are hard. Roll survival for me. You can roll drive for me. You can roll whatever you'd like to get more information. If you have a different skill you want to roll for, you can. And I will give you information based on what you roll.
Can I do observation? Because I was kind of wanting to do that sitting on top. Is that alright? Or would you rather have survival?
That's fine. Observation's fine. Just getting different information.
Right, I'll do survival then.
Under my 11 for 2 successes. A 10 and a 2.
Oh, okay. I needed to roll 9 or under. I got a 4 and a 12. 1 success.
You guys have 2 momentum, not 3. With survival, as you're looking around through the storm, you're noticing there's bits of sand that are kicking up in the air outside of where you guys are driving. You're traveling fast enough that they can't keep up with you. But you notice at the southern end of this area of the valley, and as you look off in the distance, there are these big, almost like ant hills. You take a moment and you realize there are one of the things that the teams warn you about, which are giant centipedes. They're traveling underground. They're slow. You guys are able to outrun them. But you're able to see them. They're reacting to the storm as it's traveling over. They'll chase you for a while, and the second the wind picks up or anything kicks over the dirt, it's like they burrow deeper and they stop chasing. Sockets, with your observation, you're noticing there's a lot of tracks from the junkyard to the medical research center. And you notice almost as there have been a lot of vehicles that have traveled recently, as there are ruts that are slowly being driven into the dirt. Everybody else's drive checks are now lower. And you get the sneaky suspicion this is a path that has been taken a lot very recently. Alice and Maul. Alice, you said you wanted to go faster?
Mm-hmm.
Roll your drive check for me.
Ooh.
If you want
19.
If you want another action, you can use a salvage point.
You know what? I'm going to use my cannonballer and re-roll my 19.
Okay.
So that's 1 success for me. It's a 9 under my 10.
Now, are you just focusing on driving? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm literally just staring straight in the road because I kind of recognize Maul, but I kind of don't still.
roll a discipline for me. You're pulling ahead. Like you see Pinch do his little trick, and you're able to kind of pull around him and get ahead.
A 7 and 8 under my 10. So 2 successes.
You are completely focused on the road. You were able to shut out all of these intrusive thoughts as you were driving. Maul! You have these feelings and thoughts coming up in the proximity and this sense of recognition that's going on. Are you trying to help the trip to travel faster? Are you trying to uncover more story of like what's going on? Are you peeking into the recesses of your mind? Or are you trying to achieve a goal?
Maul actually chose to be with Alice.
Okay.
Because he wanted to talk. So he's probably going to give her. He's probably going to start.
Just joking.
I'm sorry, what? No, I missed it.
I was making a joke and I shouldn't have made a joke during this time. I was just saying, you know how like when you're in a relationship and we're like, we need to talk. It's like the worst thing you want to do.
This is so much worse than dating. This is way worse than dating.
I'm sorry. It was like remind me of like high school.
No, that's
I'm
great.
Sorry.
That's what I would say when playing. I love it. This is so much worse. You get enough extra salvage point. Hold on to it. You're going to need it. I'm going to screw both of you guys over as much as I can.
I'm so sorry,
Take
Dustin.
it.
Okay, go ahead. Take your moment.
No. So Maul's actually going to have been sitting there for a little while, trying to let himself kind of cool and collect his thoughts. And then he's going to start.
Are you peacekeeping? Are you remembering the past? Or are you helping in this situation? What's your goal?
He's feeling ashamed about the past, and he kind of wants to apologize. You know, he's trying to find a way to. He has an idea of why.
Roll a lore.
She might have
roll a lore for me first. This is gonna be to see if you recognize anything.
Oh shit. Okay. No complications. I needed to roll under a 12, and I got a 13 and a 17.
This person in front of you has obviously been sold to the Malfini, and with your past, you know that it's never something that's by choice. You've been involved with this before. You don't know the specifics with this person. You're going to roll for Persuade now to see how elegant and empathetic you are, or how short you are. This is going to affect the amount of successes Diana needs to get bad information or good information. So guys, for the rest of the chat while he's rolling this, I'm not a big fan of taking choices away from characters. We have a few characters that were built with some pre-built traits and issues. The only material I'm allowed to give them is their general feelings about a situation. They get to run from it for there. More successes they have, the more positive the feeling. The less successes, the more negative the feeling. The rest of it they get to choose. It's a really weird line to walk whenever you're GMing a game. This is something we built into the system. Dustin, what'd you get?
So I need to roll under an 8. I got an 18 and an 8. So I got 1 success.
As go ahead. What would you say to her as you're trying to console this person?
I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject about the bait chair. I'm sorry. I know
Alice,
a little
the
bit
only
about
note I'm going
that.
to give you with 1 success is he doesn't know what you've gone through. This is an observer.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes.
I know this world can be just give you the shit end of the stick the last 20 years. Make you do stupid things. Make people go through stupid things. I've made some really bad choices in my life. I forget that people have probably gone through a lot worse than what I've gone through. Didn't mean to bring up sore subject.
You have no idea how it is to feel like a prisoner all your life. As bait. You have no idea.
No. The choices I made kept me out of that. But it made others go through it. I just wanted to say sorry. He's gonna kind of lean back in probably one of the further back chairs. Because he didn't sit up. He did not take shotgun with her.
Oh.
Okay.
He thought someone else would hop in front. And then he kind of sat in there and was like, okay, at least I'll have some moral support. And he was like, fuck, I'm the only one in here. Kind of a thing. So he's kind of like, I guess it kind of turned out to a little driving Miss Daisy kind of situation.
Oh, no.
And he's like, God, this just made it more awkward.
What? I don't understand why you're so awkward. We're just having a conversation. That's all. It just brought back memories. It's fine. It's over. It's the past. These damn fucking cars don't mean anything. It just means the past. It's protection now. That's what it means. That's all you need to know.
Alice, when you say that to him, are you trying to push out the conversation, or is that something you honestly believe?
Just on what she honestly believes. Because she, like you said, I just think he's genuinely asking me as a observer. He doesn't know.
Good to know. I'll pull up my table for what that means. Awesome.
Oh no.
It's good. This is a good thing.
Okay.
For me.
No.
Jeez.
Back to the other car while you guys think about your decision and the choices you've made. Pinch. You're driving.
Oh, grease lightning, you're coasting through the heat lamp trial.
The spirit of John Travolta has taken over me. I rolled a nat 1 again.
With that joke, I was going to say take an additional success. You don't fucking need it.
I would like to go ahead and drive you with my feet and just put my arms behind my back. It's just...
Yes.
I want to pull up next to Paul, though, and kind of give him like a little wave.
He's in the back seat.
So, like, you're pulling forward as you're driving with your feet. You actually overtake the Malfini car, and then you realize that he's in the back, and you slow down a little bit. And you roll down the window.
Hey!
No!
Pinch, we have a radio. You want to use the radio to talk to the car?
Thank you so much. They don't know.
I'll tune it. I'll tune it to the station.
Breaker.
Here, you keep driving out.
You have
to say over. Pinch, you gotta say over.
To your right, over. Maul, to your right.
Lucy, are you spending every second you can to, like, go through every channel? Are you using your full action to go through every channel? You totally can.
Lucy.
Wendy?
Oh, me? I thought he was asking Pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, because I wouldn't know. I didn't ask.
Okay.
So I'm tuning it.
You find it eventually. Take some time. Okay. You do find it. You get no other action. You find it. What do you say, Pinch?
Maul, hey, look over. Look. I'm a cool driver too. Look, no hands.
Okay, so I guess this is
there
kind
radio on?
the angle that you get of him. He just turns over and he's like,
All right.
and he reaches forward and grabs the I guess he's gonna lean forward and actually grab the receiver.
Okay.
Hi, Pinch. How's it going?
Going great.
Over.
Hey, I noticed Alice really hated you. Gave you like an evil look earlier. You guys should work that out.
Alice, you hear all of this as it comes to the speakers in the freaking car. So, none of you worked
Thank
on
you for
angles?
making a difficult situation even more difficult, Pinch. It's your natural gift. Over.
I'm really good at it. Over.
You're a natural.
When that's
Sockets,
over,
what are you doing?
Sockets is just like up on the gun, like. He's like got in his head. Yeah. I heard him like singing and everything. He's doing the dance. I'm just observing. Like I noticed the ruts and everything.
We'll see if we get any additional information.
Yeah. I got an 11 and a 9, 2 successes.
There's a break in the storm to the west as you guys are coming up to the hospital. And you see track marks coming up from near Petrolhead Hill, like down that road. And it looks like the track marks don't line up with the car that would have been towing it, almost like a fishtail going behind it. And as you're looking around, you spot these sections where it looks like there's bodies being dragged. There's these drag marks on the ground. And you're able to kind of like warn to Pinch and the rest of the group as you're moving up through parts of the canyon to lead a more direct route. And you see in the distance a spotlight that's on at the top of this hospital.
It looks
All right.
like someone's home.
I didn't inform everybody about that. Oh, yeah. I'll let them know. Be careful. We got a spotlight. Be careful. More direct route. Stay on the road. Pinch.
Alice.
Just in case the other car can't hear him, I'm gonna grab the radio back from Pinch, and I'll repeat that into the radio to the other car.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask
You
if
guys
I know
are
anything
still,
about that.
You're towards the end of the day. Yeah. It's a medical research facility. Chances are they have solar panel power. Now you're gonna have an option here. You can roll for drive to continue to stay ahead of Pinch and guide the group so you can get back there faster. You can roll for discipline, or you can roll for observation. What are you gonna roll?
Observation.
For? Each one's gonna give you some difference. Okay.
Observation, 1 success. I rolled a 9.
As the sun starts to dip, as you're guiding yourself in, the storm blocks out parts of the sun. Spotlight flutters in the distance. You're driving through the canyon, you notice on your right a Malfini vehicle that's crashed. Trailer on the back of it that's torn open. You see the road that leads up to where you know the medical research center is. I'm going to give you a moment to think about what you want to do here, if you want to head directly up, or if you want to stop and check the Malfini vehicle. Mal, the last leg of the journey, what are you doing?
After Maul's kind of said his piece, he's pretty much just going to be looking out the window and keeping an eye out. Keep an eye out for surroundings, keep an eye out for signs of revenants. So, observation.
For me. Yep.
That's where's an observation? Yep, that's an 18 and a 12. My observation is 8. He's distracted.
Yeah, as you're like sitting here going through this, trying to be helpful, there's this overwhelming sense of guilt picking at the back of your skull. There's something you're missing here in the car. It's always been an issue where you can't read the signs. It's part of the reason you're leaving Vegas. And that feeling is very strong here. Alice, you're leading the pack right now. Do you decide to check out the Malfini vehicle that's at the bottom of this canyon? Or do you drive straight on through up to the research center?
No, I would radio in and say, detour, follow me. And then I want to go to the Malfini.
Alright. Pinch, do you follow her, or do you keep driving up the road that you see in front of you?
Yeah, it's time for the old wild card to make a decision. I follow her immediately.
Alrighty, let's swap this map over. Alright. You guys are coming from the top part of the map as you guys roll in. Go ahead and just drag and drop your character sheets in, like your characters themselves. Close reach is going to be 1 square, close range is 2 to 10, medium range is 11 to 25, long range is 25 to 40. You guys are that big. Let's fix that real quick. You're a little too big.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, a little too big.
A little too big.
It's quiet. Yeah, a little too quiet. Hey, look, it's Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph.
God damn it. Pinch, drag your character back. I will kill him, I swear. Alright. We've got so many things I have to move.
You're
God damn it, Bobby! Alright.
So what were
As
the
you guys are
results
walking
of that poll again on who was going to survive?
Me.
Oh, so the results were Alice. It looks like Alice is going in the lead with 32% of the vote.
Nice.
Followed by
Thanks,
Sockets,
guys.
Luna, Pinch, and then Maul.
I'm like dead last. What the hell?
Right.
You're the tank. That's what you get.
Yeah.
I'm normally playing the tank. I understand. All right. As you guys are walking through there, you see this Malfini vehicle ahead of you. There's a trailer on the back of it, and it looks like the bars that were on the back of the trailer, this cage that's been home built, is ripped apart. As you guys are coming into about 4 p.m., 4 p.m. in the evening, in the afternoon. Sun's still up, still have daylight. That's what you guys see in front of you. What do y'all do?
I mean, I'm up a little bit higher. I'll observe the surrounding area, see if I see any tracks or anything as well.
Yeah.
Double fours, 2 successes. Under my 11.
As you're looking around, you see these vultures with this weird red coloring on their skins, which generally means that vultures in this area have been eating things that are either irradiated or infected. They're flying around, circling the outside of this car. And you see some landing up on the cliffside, kind of like hopping down and eating and picking behind the vehicle just outside of your sight range. The wind's picking up as the storm is moving south, and there's something in the air here. Something that doesn't belong, and it makes you feel uneasy.
Just kind of shout out a little bit. What are we doing, everyone? What's going on? There's bloody vultures and an uneasiness in the air.
I just want to see if there's any survivors. That's all. Let's just.
All right. Sure. I'll train as I'm like watching. I've got like the saw trained over towards the vehicle and stuff.
I'll walk towards the vehicle. I'll lean over to the sockets and cover me, and I'll slowly start walking over to it.
Okay.
Lucy will take out her... What am I taking out? I think just my pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Is there any way to... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's it.
Are these rock formations, can you hide behind them or no?
Yeah, totally. There's like boulders and rocks and pieces of this mountain that have like kind of sucked into this canyon. Plenty of places to hide.
Okay,
It's
I definitely
oddly
want to...
quiet. Like while you're kind of walking through, and it's something you guys all notice, there is a calmness in the air. There's a quietness. All you can hear is just the wind blowing through this canyon. Even the buzzards, who are very reluctantly almost seeming to drop down and pick behind this car, are much quieter than they normally would be.
Maul's going to
just wanna
kind of
Sorry.
come up behind Alice and be like, I don't think it's a good idea to stop here. Something's not right.
No, but if there's any survivors, they need to come. They need to come back.
Yeah, but those survivors might be infected. Because he kind of and then he points to the back. Because whatever was in there ain't in there anymore.
All right, let's go. Finch, let's go.
I would like to look inside the vehicle.
Roll an observation for me.
Such a Matt Palmer thing to do.
Hey, there, we're gonna enjoy it. All right. It was observation.
Yep.
What the hell is my observation? Why can't I find it?
Probably not as good as your persuade.
Oh, okay. It's one success.
As you're looking inside this vehicle, the resemblance to the vehicle that Alice is now driving, the same type of car. It's got the same hooks on the front, trailers connected to the back. And as you look through the busted window, you see that there are burn marks all throughout the inside of the vehicle. Almost as though someone has lit it on fire from the inside. And you look through the window, and you see what looks like a bit of just charred black flesh and footprints walking up towards the canyon. You see the buzzards dropping down to where it disappears right below your sight line.
Do I only see burned evidence? Is there no like bullet holes or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. I will walk over to Maul and Alice, and I'll tell them what I see, footprints and all.
Alice, you know that if the remnants manage to get inside of an area of a Malfini vehicle, Malfini have a tendency to destroy their own vehicles as opposed to give them to another group. As he describes this to you, this is pretty open and shut.
All right, all I say is, let's go. There's nothing to see here.
You don't want to take some gas or battery or see if there's anything we could use at all? I mean, make a bunch of noise is what I'm...
No. Any gas that was here is all in flames and dust. There's no gas here.
Battery, okay, cool. No reason to make noise.
Please don't.
I guess there's nothing else. Let's get going.
Why does he have to say everything so loudly?
What's up?
Even him. That was strictly whispered to Alice.
I like to roll an observation.
He's got great hearing.
And then I guess I would be rolling a stealth, and it would be a roll off.
I'm not even gonna do shit. Yeah, that sounds great. I love that rule. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. I got one success.
No, you win. You got it.
You guys can DM your own game. I don't need to be here at this point.
So, as we kind of start walking back, and I say, "What? Even his whispers are loud."
Well, it's because he's an actor, remember? Or he wanted to be an actor. Obviously, there's no acting out here. It's just... We're gonna do that play. Let him do that play. He can get all his loudness out once we're done with all of this.
Hey, once we get done with all of this, he can do whatever play he wants. I'm just afraid of him starting the play while we're in the hospital.
May lighten up the scene.
Alright, so as you guys head up, you're going to have an option here. The cannon itself, it kind of goes back and forth. It's you're gonna have the choice to drive fast and get there before sunset, or drive carefully, which means you'll get there after sunset. Now, as you're currently leading the group with your car being in the front, Pinch, you're driving the other vehicle. What do you guys decide to do?
I need to hurry. I say drive fast.
Fine with me.
Okay.
Brum.
All right. You guys are heading up as fast as you can. So you make it up to... Pull this other map up for you real quick. Make sure I have all the right things on the right layers. And I don't. Because I don't know how to build a map, apparently. Alright, there we go. So what you guys see. You pull up to the top of the cliff. Up into the mountains. As you guys all pull up on that bottom side of that map, right in the middle on the dirt your vehicles pull up, you're able to look in through the windows of this old, derelict, beaten down hospital. And you end up seeing a couple of things. You see bodies moving on the inside. Mindless, wandering. When the engine dies down, they stop paying attention to you. You see a pathway that travels up through the dirt. Heading up north, you see power cables on the ground. You see a locked door to the left, and then you see what looks like a trail and ruts in the dirt heading north directly to another side entrance. What do you guys do?
So we're down here, right?
Yep, you guys are right here. Yeah, on you. That's where you are.
Hey, Pinch.
Sir.
You want to see if anyone's home? Then he puts his hand on Pinch and says, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Unless you really want to.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's just no, it's you go ahead.
Do you go up to the
Go ahead,
doors?
Paul, after you. Yeah. Be my guest. Or be our guest. Be our guest. And then I just kind of like saunter away towards the hospital door.
Roll a persuade for me real quick.
Oh, that's
As
his
you-
bread and butter.
I have one success.
You get one morale soak as you are performing something you've practiced. So go ahead and add one for morale soak.
I was working out with Dr. Fracture. He's really cool. He's a cool guy. Helped me read my lines. Kind of a dick, though.
All right. As you walk
well,
up, you
at
guys
least-
see a door to the left. You see a pathway going to the right, up towards the back of the building.
Is it locked?
And you said there were tracks leading up towards the back too, right?
Yeah, towards the back. You guys actually see like tracks in the dirt where it looks like vehicles have passed.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
definitely looks
over and over and over again.
well, it looks like going that direction. That definitely that there could be a chance that we might run into more people, but obviously none of us really know what this place is like. And can I easily detach the saw off of the buggy?
Yeah, you can. Roll an engineering for me real quick. Just see how loudly you do it.
Right. No successes at all.
You're able to get it off. It's a little loud. It sounds terrible.
Hey, Sockets, if you need something done, I have some tools that can help you next time. Let me see if I can. If you need it taken, if you need something fixed, I have some tools to help you fix it.
They got it.
Yeah, but it made a lot of noise. Let's try not to attract some attention of some revenants. And Maul's gonna sneak up to a window and see if he can peek in very stealthily.
Yeah.
As stealthily as he possibly can.
As you look in through the window on the side, and I mean, there's a lot of debris and stuff that's put in, and you see. Come on, give me the thing I'm asking for. You dicks. On the inside, as you're looking through the door that's been barricaded in front of you, you actually see some remnants walking around, shambling.
Oh.
With the daylight, the end of the daylight that's passing through this building, you're looking through and there's no lights on inside the building. And these remnants are in oddly good shape. Like they're
Would I then be able to know
they're
that
moving? They're not decaying. It looks like they haven't taken damage before.
Fresh patch.
We've got a bunch of fresh revenants. That's going to be a fight. Hey guys, let's see if we can go around. Come on, let's go. And Maul's going to kind of move along the side stealthily, kind of trying to stay underneath the windows line and kind of like peeking in every now and again and seeing what's...
Yeah. So everybody, if you guys are following him, you're all just going to roll stealth for me as you're walking outside this building. It's an easy check. Don't get a complication. You guys tell me where you want to go.
Yes! I got a 2 and a 3 for my stealth, so that's 2 successes.
Oh, that's good.
For me.
Oh.
1 success.
Cool. Did anybody get
1
any
success.
complications?
No complication.
I have no successes.
That's okay. As you guys kind of make it wandering around the outside and you look through the giant bay windows for this building, you're able to see that there's other remnants. There's something odd at the corner, though. Lucy, there's an auto turret inside of the hospital. Something from previous to the war. They're not smart. They're just... they'll fire upon whatever moves in front of them. But it looks like there's one that is currently deactivated.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to roll engineering for me. Or you can roll wild type. It's up to you.
I will roll engineering because I have a little bit higher in that.
Okay.
Oh no. What'd you get? Did you get 2 20s this time?
Oh no!
Oh no.
What'd you do?
Well, the show
Uh-oh,
was at
Lexi.
20 earlier.
What'd you do, Lexi?
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Perfect. You know, they just need power. If they're powered on, they'll work. They'll hit exactly what they're supposed to hit.
She'll whisper to the group. Guys, auditory. There. Right now it looks offline. There's no power, but we need to watch it if the power gets on that or deactivate it before that even happens. Or we're going to be facing some complications.
Awesome.
Like 19 or 20 of them?
19 or 20 of them.
Actually, if the turrets are still online, well, online and all they need is power. If we can get some power on inside before we go in, that might take care of some of the revenants inside.
And it's a distraction with noise.
And a distraction with noise.
Do you guys look? One auto turret, which I know we don't see these often, but what if they have more? Let's get the lay of the land.
Yeah, let's go. Let's continue around.
Stealthily.
I'm gonna be in the back, watching our rear.
Okay. Those of you that are moving up, move to the next spot that you would like to be. I'll give you guys more information as you're looking through bay windows. Those of you that are rolling observation, you will not be able to roll for stealth. Those of you that are rolling will stealth will be adding to the stealth of the group to see if you guys are detected as you are walking past these major windows. You guys can move yourselves as far as you would like. The door on the northern part is the farthest you guys can move in this next turn.
So the farthest we can go is right about there.
Yep. So those of you that are rolling for stealth, roll for stealth. Those of you that are observing, roll for observation.
Observation, 1 success.
I'm going to roll for stealth.
1 success for stealth.
1 success for stealth.
Cool. As you guys are walking past these bay windows, anybody else get stealth or observation? Pinch, Lucy?
Stealth for me.
No success for Lucy. Nope.
As you guys are walking up, you're looking through the bay windows. There's nothing to the side of you. There's no lights on the inside of the building. You see doors that, like, a very soft glow coming from them. You see wires traveling up to the north. That's all you guys see. The door on the back that you guys come up to looks partially cracked. It's a little bit ajar.
A little ajar?
I look through the crack.
Okay. Roll an observation.
Poke your eye out.
Observation, 1 success.
You're able to see in as far as the sunlight's going. As the sun goes down, that range decreases as there's no light inside this building. Power seems to be turned off. You're able to see a little bit down the hallway.
Any movement of revenants?
Nothing. It's quiet.
Okay. Guys, coast is clear here, at least for as far as I can see. There's no light inside the building. It's just I'm just using the sunlight to see. It's risky, but we can maybe open the door this way and enter and try to get a better vantage point, but what do you guys think?
You still have your flashlight that you had in the cave.
Yeah, I grab it from my belt. I don't turn it on, I hold it in my hand.
Nice. Oh no, Pinch is gone! He's in the darkness!
No!
Do you guys want to go in, or do you want to see if we can see what else is around, and then come
I would
back?
say let's scope the exterior of this building.
Okay, let's check out the exterior. Then we'll come back because I think this might be our only way in.
They've all left. They've left us.
Oh, we won the game! We won! Yay!
That's not what I'm gonna
Look,
do.
here's the satellite stuff that we needed.
Yay,
Blake, we found everything! Woohoo! Totally fine. And I
He does
found
not
one
look
rocket
amused.
launcher!
Yay!
You guys all roll. Actually, you know what? Here, I like that. Adam, roll persuade for me. The rest of you that said you guys found something, roll persuade for me as well. Let's stick with this transition of the.
1 success, actually. That was close.
1
2
success.
successes, 5 and a 6.
Well,
Cool.
technically, I didn't say that we found anything. What did I say? Oh yeah, I said we found the satellite.
And
Okay.
1 success, a 4.
So we're at
Not
5
good enough,
successes so far. Anybody want to use any salvage points to help out?
Not yet. In case we have to run away.
I'm going to give
Yeah,
all of those 5 successes to 2 people.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alice, as you're walking around the outside of this building,
Uh-huh.
and you're reminded of what the Malfini wanted from here, it starts to come back, the layout of this building.
Ooh.
There's currently no
Ooh,
power on the
damn.
inside. But you remember that there's 2 levels. There's an upstairs and a downstairs.
Oh, damn.
You know, there's power for the building itself in the back. You know, they have a lot of solar power built into the roof.
Okay.
Pinch. You remember nothing. Lucy, you worked a lot with the teams and their use of alternative energy. And the fact that like some of the doors are still powered, you know those are security doors. And to be able to get through them, you either need to pry them over or you have to hit the power back on for the building itself. You also know that most of these medical research facilities have a central area that will have security cameras for the whole building. And there's usually a few security doors you have to get through to get to them. That's what you guys have. Good rolls.
Thank you, Trash Daddy.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Trash Daddy.
Thank you, Trash Daddy.
He's like, don't thank me yet.
So just remind me, we are here to grab the satellites, you're
You guys are
saying?
here
Device
for
with the
whatever
satellite,
reason
yeah.
you want.
And the cure, right?
was
I
the
know
main-
that their cure is in
that was the
here,
main reason.
possibly.
Possibly. You know that what would normally make
The
revenue is
band?
up here. And it's a lot easier for the Malfini if they have some of the original and like the original agent that was used to infect people. It's a lot easier for them to drop that agent in a city of people and infect a bunch of people as opposed to trying to bring their own force in. That's why the Malfini looks for these sites, is because the original virus is stored here. Because people are trying to find a cure. It's easier to bring one thing in as opposed to a trailer full of bodies.
I would explain this to everyone because of why the bodies look so fresh and clean and no scratches on them.
You get the feeling this is like a time capsule almost. They've been trapped in here. The reason they aren't damaged is because nothing's attacked them.
So would I know... Sorry. Would I know they're the strongest at this point because they haven't been attacked? And they're...
They look the same. Like, it's one of those things where they're older, there'd still be some decay that goes on, but they don't look injured, is all. They're not missing, there's not a lot that are missing limbs from what you can see currently.
Okay. Also, there's an upstairs and the downstairs. I kind of remember being in here at some point, so I could help out when we're trying to go through this place.
Does that ring any bells for Maul? I remember being here.
You would have passed by this place, you haven't been inside of it. You know what it's used for. You know the Malfini want it. You know that kids would be used to go after this. To draw things out.
Hey guys, also word of advice. Try to stick with melee weapons until we have to use anything that goes boom.
That includes saying boom out loud, Pinch. You're not the actor right now, okay?
Oh, that's good, because all I have are my hands, because you guys tell me barrels, and I don't have any of my things. So, I'm just going punching.
I'll hand him my throwing axe.
No, it's fine. I got this. I'll be the distraction. It's okay. I know my role. Okay.
Actually, take a hatchet.
Okay, good call. Good call. I'll take the hatchet. I'm never
Hey,
going to
Blake,
use it.
in this instinct, couldn't technically I be the distraction knowing how this all works?
Totally could be. It would even be easier for you to do it than anybody else.
Hey, Pinch.
Yes.
Let me be the distraction.
Okay, well, it's kind of like my whole thing, but
I get that, But I can do this, and I've done it for years, and now you guys know. Let me be the distraction.
Fair enough. I don't know what to do with this, and I'll wave the axe by the handle and then put it back on my.
Oh God!
Real quick, does everyone have?
Yeah.
Does everyone have a melee weapon?
I got the.
I have an
butt of my
extra
gun.
hatchet.
Throwing axe.
I have an
Oh,
extra
shit.
hatchet.
Oh, knife.
Give it. Give it.
Yeah. Whoever needs a hatchet, I've got my hatchet, and I've got my spiked pipe.
Give it to Lavinia. She could use one.
Yeah, I don't have any
So,
right now.
Here.
The name's Lucy, though. Thanks.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Lavinia was
Restrepo.
your first dog's name. That's right.
Aren't you two guys? We used to work together. How do you not know her name? Sockets.
Well, I know her name.
Yeah, Chad.
Of course I know
How do
her
you not know my name?
Oh, good. It's a thing. All right, it's a thing. Can we go inside, please? We'll have this discussion later.
Look,
Are you guys
if
gonna
Alice is
walk around
taking
the
lead and
outside?
being the distraction, we keep them off of her.
Yeah.
Well,
Doesn't get
why
hurt.
don't we? Right now, we don't need a distraction. Let's save
We need one.
someone being bait until we actually need it.
Do it.
Hmm?
You can't get through
Pinches aren't
there.
inside.
Pinch!
Pretty
Oh,
cool
something
in
like
here,
that.
guys.
All right, my question is: Are you guys going to scout the rest of the outside of the building, or are you going
Yes,
directly?
yes. No, let's
yeah.
scout.
Is there,
We said we're gonna scout.
is there a broken window on the second story above us? Any way
Yeah.
we can get up through
Roll
there?
observation for me. Everybody, roll observation for me as you guys are scouting.
I can do that one.
Oh,
Oh,
Go to
that's good.
observation.
1 success.
Oh, that's good too.
2 successes.
Nothing.
One
Two
success.
successes for
3.
observation.
Sockets and Pinch, you guys are like looking at broken windows and everything. Pinch, you step forward and you actually trip a little bit and you see power lines that lead up to the north and track around the building. It's like what looks like a generator room. Alice, you see power markings on the back of the building from the map that you've seen before that would dictate where a generator could be. Lucy, as you're watching everything, it's not so much that you hear movement, but the amount of stillness, even with the storm going on, how quiet it is. As you walk past that door, you hear what sounds like a bed or something being pushed across the ground and dragged. And it's not so much that there's a noise there, but this feeling that has kept you alive for so long. Maul, you're looking at the window, kind of watching for something, and you have this nagging thought at the back of your head. How many people have you sold into this? What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to relay the noise I heard about the bed to the group.
Okay.
Let them know it's probably not just revenants. There's something else at play. Doesn't feel right.
Be on our guard. Yeah. Let's keep going. We're losing. We have barely any light left.
Yeah, I really don't want to be here when the sun's completely down. So let's check the perimeter.
All right, let's move.
So
Those
on.
are
there's
either
power
walking-
lines but no generator? Is that what I'm getting?
You see
correctly?
power lines that travel. I'll draw it for you guys real quick.
But no generator.
Because I realize this. You guys see
But
power
I
lines
know.
traveling this way and into here.
Right?
You can also see the power lines on the map. They're slightly hidden.
Okay.
Lucy, you see where they're going to.
Yeah.
You see the security
Is that
door on the
open?
back of this, or sorry, Alice, you see the security door that's on the back.
Is that open
Okay.
to just walk in?
It is closed currently.
Okay.
There's a possible generator in here, just so you guys all know.
Okay. I will go to the door.
So door is going to be right here. Who else is going to the door?
I'll be near the door.
I'll be
Everybody
keeping
else.
an eye out to see if.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to kind of stand where Maul is, where we've positioned ourselves.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
In front of you, those in front of the door, you see this heavy security door dropped in front of you. Padlock on the bottom of it. Weird hum coming from the inside, a clicking noise every so often. Almost as though something is trying to start. There's this apprehensive, this electricity in the air. Those of you by the door, what do you do? There's a padlock on the door in front of you.
Oh, okay. I think I have these tools. I've got a lockpick.
Oh, perfect.
Pick it.
I'll start picking it. Yes, 2 successes, 8 and 9, under my 12.
Lock almost just as by the moment you touch it and slide the tools in, it pops open. The door is unlocked.
I open it. Sure, and I'd like to do it quietly.
As you open the door, in front of you on the ground, you see a hazmat suit that's been torn open. A body lying there.
Oh no.
Generator lines the back wall. And you see a terminal with a little red light blinking from it.
Hey, can we come forward? Close clear?
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe we should cover our nose and mouth somehow. What do you think?
Oh.
Can I start? I want to start ripping off parts of my shirt and then start like tying it around my mouth and.
Does it smell bad or something? Toxic?
Just in case this guy has a hazmat suit on for a reason. So that's my only.
Social?
That's a good point.
Okay.
And so I guess I finally go in.
In front of you, when you're sitting in that building, it's there's a slight smell of fuel, kind of muffled by your mask. You see this big generator that's sitting there, and you see what almost looks like a kill switch on the wall that's been turned off. You also see the terminal is there. There's a computer that's connected to it. What do you do?
There's a computer?
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on a second. Take a look at that. Paul's gonna go up to the computer and he wants to start seeing if he can figure it out about being able to get this up and running and being able to get the lights back on.
Roll a wild tech for me.
Wild tech.
Wild tech.
I got some wild
tech.
Okay, I have to roll a 12 or under. I have a 12, but I also have a 19.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Computer doesn't do anything when you touch it. And you see the breaker that is on the wall.
So the computer, I'm like, okay, well.
Looks like the computer isn't getting any power currently.
What do you guys think about turning on the lights?
Done.
Well, if that's the...
Hit the breaker.
It turns on the lights.
Flips the breaker.
Aziz, light!
As you hit the breaker, there's a hum and then no sound. You see a red blinking light on the generator as it is currently powered off and has not been started. So you guys start the generator.
It's gonna cause
Guys,
a
I
lot
have
of
a
noise.
feeling that
everything.
this is going to be very noisy.
Well, look, before we do this, we should maybe...
Why do I have a feeling that this is like a
think
Left
of
4
a-
Dead moment?
Maybe we think of a defensive position.
Is there any way to bring this generator outside? Is it too heavy? Is the generator like huge, Blake, or is it like
It's built into the wall. It is massive.
Oh, I'm
It
thinking
is
of
a
like
emergency
Florida
generator.
hurricane generators.
No,
Oh, those little
this is built
boxes.
in to run the hospital. Like, this is a...
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, Y2K generator. It is...
Got it.
Okay, guys.
It looks insulated.
So-
It just looks like it was purposely turned off.
Wait. Before we do anything, is there any sort of, like, stick or branch or any sort of stick-like things that's on the floor somewhere? Crowbar or something?
Roll an
anything?
observation for me.
Oh, that's a fail. Nope, that's a failure. 2 failures. Dang it.
This room's surprisingly clean. The care that was kind of put into making sure this room was untouched, except for the blood streak on the ground and the man in the hazmat suit, which is, though covered in boils and kind of rotted away.
Oh.
It looks like this was all done purposely. You're not able to see any traps. It looks like everything was turned off with a kind of reverence and a kind of finality. No damage. Just switched off.
All right, it looks...
This isn't... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, this looks like everything was shut off on purpose. I think we're in for some shit when we turn this on. Are we all deciding on turning this on? Because...
Yeah, we can't see.
We can't really access anything.
Let's see if we can get everyone out of the room. I want you guys to be able to run out of the building if shit goes down. Maul's going to actually take his maul and use it to prop open the door. So just in case when the power comes back on, that door goes and tries to slam shut.
I'm going to stay inside with Maul because I'm the distraction.
No.
Okay.
No.
I will also stay inside.
One person. Okay, no, she said distraction, not distracting.
Oh.
So this room you guys are in, it feels like a shed outside of a hospital. It's a very big room. It's got breakers and stuff built into it. But it doesn't feel as though it's connected to the hospital. It looks like it was something that was added after the fact.
Oh.
It's got this massive generator that's built onto it.
Maybe
so
maybe they can't
a way
hear.
to get into the hospital from here.
Maybe they can't hear. Okay.
Oh, only one way to find out.
Did you guys decide what we're doing? Sockets is still just like sitting out there, just like watching.
Adam, your mask looks like you're throwing up a scarf.
I know, right? Isn't that great?
Or your tongue. Okay, sorry, I had to lighten the...
All right, so, Alice, Pinch, get out.
Yes.
It's easier for one person to get out of here than all of us trying to cram through the door all at once. And plus, if I'm stuck in here, I want someone on the outside to help me get out.
You're right. I will be that person that will help you, and I'm right out. I go do this on the outside, just waiting.
I'll stand by the door inside. Let me just be in here in case.
Okay, then lean up against the door and make sure it doesn't close on me.
Press the button.
Oh, shit.
Give it like a cool guy.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to
Roll
your
wild
butt.
tech for me.
Huh? Roll a wild tech?
Or an engineering for me.
Oh, then I'm going for engineering. And I'm going to, since I have natural engineer, I'm going to re-roll this one, which is a lot better. So that is 2 successes.
Yet the generator doesn't start. You realize you probably have to prime this. That second success, you prime the generator, fired up. You hit one of the release valves to push more oil through the engine. And instead of being loud when it starts up, it actually starts quietly. I need everybody roll an observation for me.
Observation.
One
yes,
success.
I got 1.
9.
Barely.
We have salvages. Remember, we have to use them.
Critical success. That's 3 successes.
2 successes for Lucy.
A couple of seconds to go by. Lights flash. And as lightning is crackling through the valley, thunder hitting the darkness, you see and hear what sounds like the firing of machine guns, flashing of rounds going off, this low wail moving through the hospital. And those of you that stay inside the room for a brief second on the screen of that computer see two things. You see camera feed pop up, showing a security room as that camera immediately faults. And there's nothing on the screen. You see a second screen pop up for a brief second, showing what looks like two pods. Two large, like, stand-in pods. One with what almost looks like ice and frost over it. And as the last gunshot goes off, you see something break through the window above you guys and fall onto the ground. Body torn apart, riddled with holes. And with that, we're going to call it for the night.
No!
Oh, boy.
But what's the body?
What's the body?
We watch the body hit the floor. We watch the body hit the floor. We watch the body hit the floor.
Covered with bullet holes on the ground. You know, I'll even put him out here for you. Right there.
Is he pretty?
Cool.
Where is he?
More.
He's adorable.
Where is he?
He's adorable.
Oh.
Yeah, see him?
He's
oh,
adorable.
Yeah. I thought we were inside the white part. Okay. It just looks like a black blob.
No.
Whoa! Okay. Okay.
He's your body on the ground. That's what you guys get.
Oh no.
Alrighty, guys. So we've got 2 episodes left,
Wow.
and we're gonna go a little meta here. The Malfini are coming. I have been playing a game outside this game for how long it takes. I've been taking polls from friends and having them roll for their choices. You've got some information tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Finch got some information tonight from his grandmother, giving an idea of a timeline.
Oh, Mima.
Mimo.
Mima.
We have a guest star next week. Norse is going to be hopping on as leader of the Coyote Gang, who has a very specific goal. And you guys are going to have to make some decisions based on what it is that you're trying to survive here. Alice, you know Malfini are close. And from what you guys saw from the Indignants and the Skinners, you know that they're probably teaming up with some people. In this off week, in these moments before you go into the hospital, I want you all to think of, what do you want to save? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to end up? The next 2 games are going to be back-to-back. Any time you take to heal is going to bring the Malfini closer. Every moment you don't take healing is going to make every challenge harder that you face. And with that, let's talk to chat. Guys did good. Nobody died. You guys all get 200 EXP. You're going to have a chance to level up before we start the next game. Everybody gets 200 EXP for surviving. So use those level ups. You're going to need them.
I haven't leveled up my character at all, you know.
You should have enough EXP to level some stuff up then.
And you can do some massive level ups.
1,550 points.
Oh my gosh. Use them
I've
points.
never leveled up.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been using my points like crazy.
I didn't
I
realize.
have
Okay.
bind wounds. I've got strong back, hardy. Got a whole bunch of skills and talents. I upped my athletics.
Well, I think it's
I
most.
wish I had some athletics when we were in that last battle. Throwing that boomstick.
So because we're on our last 3 episodes, you guys all get 100 EXP.
Ooh.
Give it to yourself. You give it to somebody else.
Thank you.
I will be keeping track of everything you guys say and punishing you for it accordingly, because I am passive aggressive and from the Midwest. So, Sockets, starting with you. Who's your shot?
100 to give out. I'm gonna give mine over to Maul tonight, because I know he was put in a situation that was probably difficult for him. He got in a car with Alice, kind of having a thought of this whole process, everything that he's kind of been in with his past and everything, and making an attempt to try to deal with it. And I thought that was awesome. So 100 points to you, Mr. Dustin.
Also, we have a raid. We have a raid from
raid.
42, 37 people.
Hello. 42. Hello,
Wow.
friends.
To them.
Hi, friends.
Hello, Raid. Raiders.
Welcome.
Well, Trash Daddy's gotta do something really quick. But while he's prepping, I'll send it over to Wendy. Wendy, who are you doing?
Oh, thank you.
Raiders.
Raiders. For my 100 XP nomination, I'm actually going to hand it to my Chad. You guys know him as Socket, for handing that amazing new gun, that new toy that Lucy gets to play with. Hopefully a lot in the next one, in the next session.
Thank you.
That was cool. And I'm going to pass it down over to our performer, our thespian of the group, Finch.
Our resident thespian.
Thanks.
Our hatless actor.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that. Thanks, everyone. I would give mine to Alice. For the same reason that Maul got his points. I really loved the scene, but I want to give it to Alice in that.
Aww. Thank you.
Welcome. Good scene. Oh, so Dustin.
Oh, you're just going to skip over it?
Oh, is it? It's different on mine. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, Diana, go ahead.
I gave you a gift and then immediately ignored you. I love it. This is how it should be. My favorite.
It's very Pinch.
No, mine's...
I'm gonna give mine to Dustin, because he's slowly unlocking the pieces as to who I am from his past. And we had it was a short but a very nice moment, and I hope the next 2 episodes we both discover who each other are, because it'd be nice to see that unravel on this game. And then you guys get to see what's happening too, because you guys only know a little bit, so.
I'm going to be, and I'm going to send mine 100 over to Miss Alice.
Oh, thank you.
Because I like building up this moment. I've been wanting to get this out, and I've been wanting to work on this moment, and it just feels like finally, yeah, we get to have it. And it's thank you very much for working with me on this.
Awesome.
I'm sorry I'm bad at writing stories, okay? I don't know timing.
What?
I apologize. Yeah.
It wasn't anything.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But to be fair, we both had plenty of times to roll for observations and stuff, and we just haven't rolled really high to notice these things. And tonight was like the first time that we both really started to kind of him more than me, notice more stuff about each other. So.
And you guys are in the hospital where it all might have began. Which is what I'm excited about. I've been waiting for this since like episode 4. Like, this is where I wanted you guys on episode 4. Because it's...
Okay, do your thing for the Raiders.
Alright, let's... You're so
Hey, Raiders. For those of you who are still here. Well, no, because I feel bad. You've been waiting with the thing.
Yeah, eat fire. Do it.
Put the fire in your mouth. Alright. Oh, we got raided. I gotta come up with a bit. I'm not good at doing stuff. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. It's Mr. Fabled. You know, Fabled.
Adam Conn, give him single cam.
I would
this is my show
enjoyed
now. Single cam.
as a child.
There you go.
Fabled was the first time I've ever eaten a crunchy chicken and not felt bad about it. It was the first time that I saw someone dressed as a jester and I was oddly turned on. It was the first time I realized what regret was. Fabled was a good game for Xbox. But Mr. 42, you've given us a gift. You came into this trash fire, this hole of garbage. Some would consider it Chernobyl. Others would say it smells bad. But you brought your friends here. You were either mistaken in what you thought you would find, or you knew that the D18 network creates incredible content. players that really know what they're doing, GMs that have an understanding of what people want, except for that show on Sunday. And for you, I give you gifts. I give you presents. I give you something I like to call the warm snacky. Something tasteful, delightful, little bit spicy. Thank you for your raid.
Ow!
Woo!
You're beautiful.
Oh, he's so hot. He's so hot.
Alrighty, guys.
Trash Daddy's so hot right now.
I've never heard that joke before in my entire life.
Ever.
Never. Guys, well done tonight. I know it was more of an RP session, but I feel like there were some moments that were important. And you guys healed. You had a moment to get some vigor back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Alrighty.
A little bit.
Let's go through the list of what all you kids are doing, you crazy people. Let's start with the far end. Let's start with Mr. Dustin.
Excellent. Welcome. Well, thank you, my friends, for watching this amazing wasteland show of just incredible, destruction and chaos of us playing. But I am Dustin Szany. I am one half of the movie couple on YouTube with my beautiful wife, Wendy. I can also be found here on Twitch at Darth Szany. That's Darth Zany at twitch.tv/Darth Szany. And you can also find me here on the DAT Network playing some Kings of Dirt on Saturdays and another kind of game on Sundays. That
50
have
XP. Thanks for jumping
yes!
on the bit. You get an additional 50.
That was
It's like Christmas.
So here on the DAT Network, some other show on Saturdays. But I'm going to hand it on over to my partner in crime, Miss Malice Alice.
Oh, me? I thought you were going to say Wendy. Well, thank you. Hi, friends. I'm Diana Restrepo. You can find me here on the DAT Network on a whole bunch of VODs and also on, let me think here, Saturday nights on this show, Sunday nights on, that other water show that we do that Blake hates a lot, but it's called The Voyage of the Siren Song with most of these people
I was
here
thinking you
next
50
to
XP
me.
and then you said the name.
Go away. This is my moment.
So close.
Go get off the screen. It's my moment. Thank you. And then on Monday nights, you can find me on the Norse Foundry channel with Blades in the Dark with Matt Palmer next to me this way and Adam Conn all the way on the other side as we play assassins. And I love it. It's so much fun. And then every other Saturday, I forgot when I start back up on Band of Badgers, I have Malevolence. It's our haunted house AP that we're doing, Pathfinder. Anyway, if anything, find me on the socials at DianaRest3 to find all this stuff out. I will be tweeting and whatever. I'm going to hand it off to my favorite actor in this game. It's Pinch, Matt Palmer. Go ahead.
Me? Oh, sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mathew Palmer, otherwise known as the Pro Wrestling Monster Hunter. My wife and I have a stream called Half Dragon AP. You can catch us here on Twitch, where we discuss our lives as married pro wrestlers. Sometimes you'll see us wrestle. If you do want to see us wrestle, you can catch us on Twitter. I am PW Monster Hunter. Or on Instagram, it's Pro Wrestling Monster Hunter with a little underscore in between each word. And you can see any graphics I have or any shows I'm going to be at. It's kind of random and I'm around the country, but yeah. Monday, I will be playing on Norse Foundry Network with Blades in the Dark. Who, coincidentally enough, I was naked at the last time we played that. And I was naked at the beginning.
That's
be a common
trend.
I forgot.
Now to Wendy.
Oh, that's so funny. Found your thing. It's not the hat thing, it's the other thing. Thanks, Matt. Hey guys, I'm Wendy Lee Szany. I play Lucy, the spy, the former spy, here every Saturday, especially for the next 2 Saturdays. If you want to find out who survives, we had a poll going earlier, but who survives, you would definitely want to tune in next week, the week after that. And then Sundays, right here on the DAT Network, I play on a game that has a lot of water in it. I have a pet octopus. So just for that alone, you should tune in. And then Mondays, every other Monday, it's The Price is Right, where we find out how much does a Franklin cost. And then on Wednesdays, we have Element Discord Odd Jobs. Basically, you just want to stay tuned in to the DAT network because they have a lot of amazing content. And then you can just find me on my socials and my name, Wendy Lee Szany. It's down here, I think. Yeah, right there. There you go. There's that. Hand it over to... Yes, that's right. My Chad.
Hi, you're Chad. Hey, friends. Adam Conn playing everybody's favorite Scott, Sockets. Yeah, you can find me, pretty much like everybody else. And technically, actually, we won't be back next Saturday. Because we start next Saturday. Because Diana and I are going to be out of town. Because my little sister is getting married. So we're going back to Ohio. You can catch, I'll be on Blades in the Dark over at Norse with Matt and Diana, playing a really handsome guy. I was not naked in the last one. But you can also find me tomorrow night on Voyage of the Siren Song, an amazing pirate adventure that is PF1 and Blake's favorite show besides his own, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I run a whole bunch of crazy people through that stuff. And then probably the next couple weeks on a Tuesday, you can also catch me over on Eric Brinkhouse Presents as we play Ogre Force, our love letter to Voltron, which is wild, absolutely crazy. It's Kings of Dirt, Avatar Legends next week, and Voyage of the Siren Song will not be on next week because we will be out of town. They will return the following week. And then I will hand it up to everybody's favorite Trash Daddy. I'm looking up at you, Mr.
Trash Daddy!
This is like a bad Brady Bunch move, and I love it. All right. So, what I'm doing is not important, but what is important is what the DAT network has been doing. I didn't get a chance to shout this out during the stream, so we'll shout it out right now. Monday nights, the dice is most definitely right. And on Tuesday, it truly is the greatest roll. Wednesdays, we have jobs for those that you are odd. Pick it up, be the jack of all trades, but the master of none. Watch some odd jobs. On Thursday, we have a thing about a thing. There's like weird blue cat. Sorry, look at my notes. Not blue weird cat people. No, Avatar Legends. That's what we're playing. Not blue cat people on other planets, but people that can bend elements. And on Friday, Shambhala Dama Ding Dong. My favorite game. Saturdays, we have, I knew you were here. I don't need to say more. Adam, I need you to take your earphones out for Sundays, please.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, should we all do this? Who's in the cast?
It's all of us except for Matt.
Yeah, everybody take your ears off except for Matt. Screw the rest of you. Siren's song is fantastic, and I love it. And I will, for the entire time that I have known Adam, rage against the machine, which is his bullshit, for not having me as Blackbeard, the sexiest captain alive. Okay?
You could be Pegsworthy.
You should yell at him.
Hold on.
You're not supposed to have your headphones in. Diana, you lose 50
You could be
I'm not joking.
Pegsworthy.
Take it off. Take it off.
Wendy has a hot
Take it
room,
off.
and so do I.
You heard Trash Daddy.
Okay.
All hail Trash Daddy. You have to do what he says.
It's not Waterworld. I hate it, but it's also a really good game. You should check it out. And if anybody ever asks you what's better, Kings of Dirt or not Waterworld, always Kings of Dirt. But we know the truth. And with that, hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for showing up. Good luck. And good night.
Put your ears back in.
You put them back in. Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Sorry. Goodbye.
Yeah, there you go.
Good night, guys.
Bye, friends.
Bye, everybody.